the moment. Might as well. Got that multi-stream up, baby. Compile those, pre-compile those shaders, please. Which is always a nice thing. I appreciate when games do this versus having the game run like shit for the first like 30 seconds. Or a minute or however long. Because yeah, some games like you launch the game for the first time, you're like, oh my god, this is running terribly. But what's happening is that it's compiling the shaders kind of behind the scenes. I kind of like when it tells you up front, like, hey, give me a second because this will make the game run a lot smoother. Trust me, bro. Just trust me, bro. It's the just trust me, bro of shader compilation. Yo, what's up, Ryan? Dude, that grandma game was very silly. In all fairness, it was a pretty short game, so you probably didn't miss very much, Ryan. But it was very silly. There were lots of wobbly arms. There was lots of explosions. There was a man-child wizard that had an adult diaper because he was playing video games 24/7, and he was like the ultimate man-child. It was a good time. It was a good time of a game. Appreciate you popping in though, bud. I accept. I accept. I read the whole thing. You saw me do it, right? You saw me read the whole thing. I read the whole thing in one fell swoop. Crossplay is enabled. Okay, I guess I'm okay with that. I guess. I might want to turn down the settings because this might be a little scrungily at times. Might be a little bit scrungily at times. It's a very pretty game. Very like high quality in its fidelity. Although I could probably lower the frame rate if I had to guess. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, probably most of this I'll leave by default is fine. So frame generation, no thank you. That all seems nice and Gucci in the coochie. So yeah, not unlimited. I'm gonna take it down to 60. Let's not get too silly here. Let's not get too silly. You can lower it down to 30 if you want to get like a real easy mode. Excuse me. What's up, Elgaso? It's a Thursday, so I'm enjoying my Dr. Pepper. My one soda a week, thereabouts, that I enjoy. That I'm allowed to enjoy, lest the soda demon emerge and spank me with his wet noodle. Which is real. Mirrors on or off? Oh, in first person mode. I mean, I'm probably not going to be doing much first person mode, if any. So it defaults to like pretty high levels, which is a little surprising. I'm going to apply. Yeah, I'm hoping limiting the frame rate will make things a little bit more agreeable. So feel free to let me know if you notice if things get silly at all. And by things, I of course mean like if the frames start dipping. The frames dip really bad if we get any weird crust. Looking at the waveform, that's probably okay. Sound effects will raise it up a little bit. Yeah, we also are playing kind of a game outside my usual wheelhouse. This is if you've ever heard of like Snow Drifter or Mud Spin Tires or Saber Interactive has made a whole bunch of these kinds of games, like sort of vehicle construction simulator kind of sorts of games. And Expeditions is another one, and I've never tried any of them. I've always been like, they seem cool. It's maybe not my thing, but got a review key for this one, and it's a dare drop game. I was like, yeah, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it the old college try. See how it goes. If I hate it, we could play something else, but I figured it's nice to go outside the usual comfort zone of survivors likes and indie weirdness and roguelikes. You know, I kind of have a pocket and stick with it. Boomer shooters. Of course, I love boomer shooters. So, with all that then, I'll probably mostly stick with default because there's a bunch of vehicles that will probably have different controls. So, I don't know if I want to fuck too much with any of this. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just leave this all as defaults because there's going to be a lot of controls. Honestly, not as much as I thought. Not as much as I thought there'd be, so it's not too bad. Yeah, you can get weird. You can get real weird with, like, plugging in, like, a steering wheel, that kind of shit. No, anyway. I think that's good. I think that's good. Your pros account. Do I know what that is? Is the chat not working? It was being weird some time ago. Chat on screen was being weird some time ago. Let me see if I can a little look. See, thanks for letting me know, Elgaso. Let's take a look. Chat preview. Oh, it might be hidden. It might be because I moved my webcam, but I didn't fully move the thing. If I slide you up here, what if I put you right there? Testy, test, test. There we go. There we go. So just above my little head. Just above my short little head. There we go. Thanks for letting me know, guys. So yeah, it's sometimes like I'll just grab my webcam and move it if I'm covering something sexy. This is one case where it's like, you know what? Do it legit. Do I know what what a pros account is? I don't know if I know what that is. Let's find out. Let's find out if I know what this is. Boop. This website uses cookies. Delicious. I love cookies. Let me see if I have one of these. Go to my list. Apparently I do. Apparently I do. Not sure if this is necessary. It probably isn't. I'll do this real quick. Okay, do that. Yep. Cool. Got it. All right. That's it. That was it. Nice and easy. Craft your road. Your own road. I mean, that is kind of the name of the game. All right, friends. Bloop. Bloop. Let's jump in. I think we're all set. So once again, this is Roadcraft. We have some dare drop shenanigans that we're going to be working towards with this game. Got a general idea of what they will entail, but we'll be keeping our eyes peeled for certain vehicles that will allow dares to be completed, hopefully. And yeah, like I was saying kind of earlier, this is not usually the kind of game I usually play or stream for that matter, but it's a dare drop campaign, so it's a fun opportunity to maybe get some extra keys for viewers, extra giveaway keys, which is always nice. And I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I've heard good things where this game isn't like quite as hardcore in the simulation aspect compared to other games by Sega Interactive with these like kind of construction-y simulatory games. Kind of wild that Sega Interactive made Space Marine 2 and also a bunch of these kinds of simulator construction games. There is multiplayer, there's co-op. I'm going to just start with single player for the time being. And campaign. New save slot, baby. Oh, company name. Always a fun opportunity. Does anybody have any rad suggestions for a company name? I mean, there's always like Super Hobbits, Super Super Hobbits, Krusty Hobbit Hole. Something, you know, something really classy. Super Hobbits, I don't know. I think my Hobbit Hole is a pretty good one. Unless we could do something like I think the whole idea with this company is that it's like it's good for like renovations and like rebuilding stuff. Rebuilding and like disaster relief, that kind of shit. Slobby Hobbies, Shoddy Jobbies. Super Hobbits, Emporium of Fine Smells. Ryan, that's a motherfucking deep cut, but I love it. Slobby Hobby, Shoddy Jobbies. I think D-Man's cooking. I think Slobby Hobby, Shoddy Jobbies. I think that has legs. I think that has legs. I think that cooks. I think that cooks. There's any other ideas? I'm down. Augusta's Grundle Truckers. Oh, damn, that's good too. And Grundle Truckers. We just do both? Is there no character limit? Oh, there's like no character limit. Oh my god. That's dangerous. Don't they know? All right, hold on. Uh-oh, I think hold on. Is it weird? Okay. I think I just held the button down for too long. Unless it like overwrote things. Okay, no, okay, no, it didn't work out. I was gonna say, Augusta, let me just copy and paste the entire script. Hold up, I gotta know. How much can I push the limit? Text of the B movie script. I need to test something. All right, I found it. There's a GitHub. There's a GitHub that has the whole goddamn thing because of course it does. Now the problem is, how do I... Okay, here we go. There's a very real chance if they have not considered this that it might crash the game. All right, so hold on. What was the last line? What was the last goddamn line? Okay, so the last line is not that. Oh, it doesn't take line breaks. It doesn't take line breaks, so it only took the first line. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm full of shit. I'm full of shit. Oh no. So there's no way to know because it's, you know, you have to like hold down. Oh no. All right, do I ruin the illusion by seeing how deep this rabbit hole goes, or do we just send it? I say we just send it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna scroll back to the top. I'm gonna scroll back up to the top because there's a very real chance. Oh, hold on. I think it got weird. There's a very real chance that it will only take like the first line or something. Yeah, I think it's what might have happened here. I'm gonna back out real quick. I'm gonna back out. All right, we'll just have it be this because there's a very real chance that it has like a limited amount that it buffers, and I don't want to fuck with it. So I will accept. Latin letters and digits. Are you telling me line breaks are illegal? All right, fine. How's about without line breaks? Here we go. All right, I got you, me. All right. Got the whole thing. I got the whole fucking thing copied on my clipboard. Oh, hold on. I don't know why at the bottom of this it says, I fuck girls in my Lightning McQueen bed. I don't know what to make of that. I'm very curious to see how much this lets me push the limit. Oh, wait. Wrap it up, guys. Adverts. Hold on. That's not real. Hold up. What did I unknowingly copy paste? Maybe it wasn't real. All right. Maybe this bit has gone too far. I thought I was cooking. Shit. Full screen ad, my favorite. Oh my god. Alright, well. Alright, so no, I just looked it up. Yeah, no, I just looked it up. So, yeah, that line, take 10, everyone, wrap it up, guys. That is the last line in the movie. Oh no. Okay, so according to all known laws of it, so that is the first, those are the first lines. And the whole, yeah, and yeah, rehearsal for that, yeah, like that is the last line of the script, so I accept. Okay, fine. All right, we had a good run. It was a good attempt at a very stupid bit. Oh well. All right, what was D-Man's I like so much? Slobby, hobbies, shoddy, jobbies. There we go. Oh, they don't like apostrophes, bro. That's so cringe. So you can't have like big dicks, like dick and balls or anything. Yeah, you know, dick with the apostrophe s. All right, hobbies. See, that just doesn't really feel grammatically correct, but fine. Shoddy, jobbies. Slobby hobby. Yeah, but I want to be hobby. So it's like it belongs to me. I mean, yeah, yes, that one is like still good. But I want to be, but I want it to be possessive. Because I'm possessive. I'm a control freak. You're never allowed to leave. Yeah, I think D-Man's right. This is the next best. 60. Okay, you're fucking kidding me. This whole time there was a character limit. They were just too afraid. What was the one El Gaso had? Grundle Truckers. There we go. Grundle Truckers it is. God damn it. I was having too much fun considering the possibilities. But clearly it was too powerful. It was too powerful. All right, so we have a couple options. Or maybe this is just what we have. Maybe this is just what we have. Do I get to change? Yeah, change vehicle. Oh, yeah, that button. And zoom in. Thunder. Thundercats. Ho! Very good. Very good. So yeah, so we are choosing one vehicle. The other one will not be available. So we have different stats. Better stability, less mobility. What's more important, stability or maybility? This one's got a pick 'em up truck. This one's got a truck bed so I can like carry shit. Stability sounds nice. Can we call it diarrhea or water slides? Can we call it just big fucking trucks? Grundle bundles. There is something beautiful about big fucking trucks, but I think that's too many characters. Yeah. You guys have a preference? I'm feeling the pickup truck. I feel like that's very appropriate for the game. Sucking and fucking and all day trucking. I mean, if there was like a more generous character limit, it would be something along the lines of be rootin', be tootin', be cowboy truckin', but always be kind. So yeah, let's go with the pickup truck. Are there any customization options beyond this? We can change the color. Ooh, can I make them pretty? Oh, it changes all the trucks to be pretty. Oh, that's so cool. We could have like, look at us being so branding consistent. That's so cool. Is there one that's the jazz cups from the 90s? There is like, it's not really pink. It's like salmon. Salmon. Oh, you can put little logos on it. That's cute. Can I design my own? They would know better than to give me that power. That would be very unwise. I would not recommend giving me that kind of ability. Z? Okay, Z means nothing. And logo means... Oh, shit. X. There we go. I guess you have to have some kind of logo. Maybe. Huh. Interesting way of doing... Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. You just have to be the same... Oh, it's bright pink. Does that mean... Okay, there's purple. The purple's pretty cool. There's like a deep purple. So I will acknowledge my favorite is dark blue. I don't know, that has some like some Evangelion kind of vibes to it, so kind of like that one. Hire us or die. Laying roads and babes. Laying roads and laying pipe. Laying pipe, that's a bit of an antiquated phrase. What about farts, sharts, and broken hearts? That's going to be one of the albums by the Turtles, right, Ryan? The Turtles, that is. I know you guys keep threatening to make that a real band. I kind of like this one. And then for my sweet, sweet logo. Let's see, for one thing. The background will be... I dictate the background shall be that color. And the logo itself will be the one on fire is pretty cool. The fire one's pretty dope. Yeah, punch. Yeah, fist. Helicopter. I will definitely get a helicopter. I will definitely not get a helicopter. They should know better than to trust me with a helicopter. Oh, axe! I gotta go for the axes, bro. I gotta go for the axes. Can they be... Yeah, we can make them of any color. Yellow. Piss, yellow. Actually, no. That's more piss. There we go. I think we're good. I think we're good. Can I do different shapes? Circle. Shield, always a classic. We got the gears. Ooh, the wings. Wings are very powerful. We could just do no logo, actually. I'm feeling the wings. I'm feeling the wings. Here we go. What's up, Aaron? By the way, happy belated to Mr. and Browse. Mr. and Browse had a birthday spanking, or I need to deliver to you some birthday spankings when I see you next. Happy birthday to you, buddy. Aaron had his birthday, a birthday on his birthday with his birthday party on a birthday with my birthday. Good job on surviving this long, despite all of our best efforts. I mean, it's good to see you. And also thank you for the bomber redemption. Also, Grundle Truckers. You can thank Elgaso for that recommendation. We had a couple of other good ideas. D-Man recommended Slobby Hobbies, Shabby Jobbies, but there was too many characters. Before we discovered there was a character limit, we tried literally the entire B-movie script, and it let me copy and paste it. But then when you hit enter, it said, can't do it, and I was very upset. Because it let me paste the whole damn thing in, bro. I was so excited. Is this our cool truck? Hell yeah, start that game, baby. Apply that shit. Alright, on to the Precipipi. Pee Pressy. Industrial town. About to get hit by a massive storm. We are making sure infrastructure objects are well protected. I'm gonna do such a good job. Yeah, we gotta start with the first one. Incoming weather. Alright. We got objectives. We got side objectives. Resources to collect. Let us begin, my friends. Of course, I'm bringing my trusty old pick-em-up truck. I know, I was very sad about it. It definitely got my hopes up, no question. So the scout vehicles we're using to kind of peruse. Let's see what awaits us, my friends. Probably a tutorial, if I had to guess. If I was a betting man's. A betting man's, but not a bedwetting man's. Hopefully. It's all, I mean, it's been like a few weeks since I last wet the bed, so it's fine. Alright. Reinforcing the shoreline of a phosphate plant. Already looking a little bit flooded, honestly. Preparing for an upcoming storm. It's sounding scary. What if there'll be a time limit? If we're like trying to prepare for something scary to happen. Those orange trees look very cozy. It's a good thing our truck is not super obvious and doesn't stick out like a sore penis. What about Mr. Hobbs' slobby jobs? That's the thing too, it wouldn't allow apostrophes. I was very sad about that. Tutorial panels. You got it. Oh, we got to hold to acknowledge.
Hey there. The name's Kelly, and I'll be your friendly neighborhood dispatcher for today. And every day unless we screw something up. Then
but I won't.
The company replaces us, like dead batteries. But until then, I'll be here to help as much as I can. Not that you need much help with your first task. You need to head to the lookout point and take in the general layout of that town on the coast. They're bracing for one hell of a storm. I suggest you get on with the agenda before the storm hits.
So sure enough, I shall lop right here. The parking brake button, there we go. Take a look around. I will. How do I acknowledge that I'm taking a look around? Did I do good? Oh, I think we're going this way next. Okay. And brake off. And we're going that way next. Change direction. Oh, so we got first person view. All right, all right. Ooh, we got like cinematic view. That's cool. It's camera swooshes. Oh, but it's hard to know where you're going. It's hard to like watch the road when you're in cool camera swoosh mode. So maybe I should just do normal mode. Is this like beam NG? I don't think it is, unfortunately. I don't think it is. I think actually one of the criticisms against this game is that... Here, let's just try it. If you run into shit, nothing happens. There's no like damage to vehicles like there are in previous games by the same developer that are of the same kind of idea. So this is a standalone game, Roadcraft, but the same developer has done Spin Tires and Mud Runners and Expeditions and a few other games that are kind of the same persuasion, and a lot of those are more hardcore in the simulation aspects. So now we're going down that way.
Enjoying the sights?
It is a very pretty
I often
game.
hear they're the best part of your job. At least your job has a best part. I have to make do with cheap coffee and a broken AC. Ready for your next mission?
I sure am, lady.
Aren't you lucky?
Look at the details for like tracking
The phosphate plant. Not too
the dirt onto the
exciting,
road.
but
That's kind of cool.
right? Go take a look.
Yeah, so the game is very pretty. It's a very pretty game. The draw distance is pretty generous. A little bit of a frame dippage. Feel free to let me know if things start to drop on OBS. If you like if my webcam starts stuttering, or if the stream starts to suffer as a result of all this high fidelity stuff. I can always turn things down if need be. I might turn the music down a little bit. Oh, is there no Oh, okay. I'm gonna come to a complete stop because I'm worried that if I'm worried that this pause screen kept going, honestly. I went to pause in the game and stuff kept happening. I was like, excuse me? It's down by a little bit. Just a little bit. Didn't put on the parking brake? Joke's on you. That's exactly what I put on. You see? You see the bottom right? Handbrake off. Handbrake on. You see? You see? We're good, baby. We're good. Yeah, get down to RuneScape mode. There was a thing I saw not too long ago that showed Oblivion, original Oblivion, with all of its shaders disabled, and it basically turns the game into RuneScape. All right, so we can go into a low gear. Okay, all-wheel drive, and diff lock prevents individual wheels from slipping but reduces maneuverability. What would you guys recommend for crossing water? Normally in games like this, I just go as fast as I can and hope for the best. Oh, terrain scanner, cool. All right, so that tells me that there's water. It says, oh, there's water here. But look at that, like, if I like drive on like pretty chill area like this, we probably don't have to fuck with it too much. 5,000 buttons. That's how some of these games are, and that's why some people don't like this game as much. Because this game has a lot of that, but not, well, it has some of that, but not as much as Mud Runners and Spin Tires and Snow Runners, some of these other games. So that people were saying like this game is good, but it's not as detailed because it has more vehicles. So it's, instead of having like one vehicle and you have 1,000 things you have to manage, there's like 40 vehicles and each one has a handful of things. So anyway, yeah, so let's just try one. I'll try this one. Low gear. Except I think I want to go that way. Actually, where am I going? I'm going up that way. Well, I've crossed over in here, but I guess I haven't considered where exactly I'm going. Can I look at like a map tab? Sort of, but I can't. There's fog of war, if you will. So, okay, there is kind of a road here. All right. Uh-oh, did I get stuck already? Here, I'm gonna go out of this. And then I'll try this one. All-terrain? Oh, that's all-wheel drive. There we go. All right, let's try this one. Uh-oh, deep water. Scary. Did I fuck it already? All-wheel drive. E. There you go. All-wheel drive gets shit done. Oh, there, look at, you can see the engine block as it's in progress of flooding. Can I just go up that way, maybe? Maybe that's a path. That's not a good noise. That's not a good visual either. If we can just get out. When you're stuck in mud, remember you have tools. Oh, never mind. Game says, you know what? This guy's a pro gamer. Never mind. He needs not worry the slightest bit. Yeah, maybe I could just kind of hang in the mud then. So I guess all-wheel drive is fine. This is pretty, like, bumpy terrain. Is it any surprise that the Prius owner is not familiar of the difference between low torque mode and all-wheel drive and like downshifting? Morning, deep water. Amazing water in this game. Gotta go around these rocks. Tells you just how deep it is. There we go. As you can hear the sound of my car being like, oh god, hold my beer. So we're going back that way, and I don't see any openings. Every time the game starts to be like, oh god, this guy is stuck. Jesus, this kid's such a nerd. It puts a thing up, and then I'm like, I got this, and then it calms the fuck down. It calms its titties. Never broke a sweat. Like a glove. A winch. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. All right. Right click. Hiya. So it just fucking hooks on like a fucking grappling hook. And then how do I remove? How do I say thank you? Pull? Detach. There we go. Can I get this one too? Fucking yoink the whole fucking thing. 2. There we go. There's an object scanner. That's cool. And terrain scanner. Alright. Got it off all-wheel drive, and there we go. Never broke a sweat. Mission complete. Do I get this boy now? This fella? Achievement. Hell yeah. My first rusty vehicle with a capital R. Clear the way into the plant. Then go to a forward base. Okay. So, that'll focus on this objective. And track it? Sure. We're tracking it. Oh, yeah. Phosphate plant's old gate is a convenient way in, but it's blocked. We gotta clear that shit. Alright. Let's get fucking ready. This is... my understanding of this game tickles the same itch that a lot of us had as kids, playing in a sandbox with, like, little Tonka trucks and shit. No obstacles stopping us from getting ready for that storm. You fucking nailed it, bro. Oh, handbrake. Mind the state of your handbrake. Will I fucking burn out the vehicle if I just floor it with the handbrake activated? Oh, I want to play with other toys. Here's this toy. Do I park? The map. Okay, here. Let me just park right here. Mr. Slam from Twisted Metal. Now we're talking, man. Now we're talking. Vehicles tab. So I got the Rusty Dozer. I gave her the Rusty Dozer. Yeah, she's not calling me back. She wasn't a fan. Okay. Focus your camera on a vehicle. I guess it's already done that. Enter. We have a grader. Used to move obstacles and level terrain. Several modes can be toggled. I imagine this kind of game would be really cool for someone who works with this kind of machinery on the regular basis, because they would know all about this shit already. Whereas me, I'm trying to learn. So, several modes can be toggled between 1 and 2. So, marching retracts the gear to the upper position. Manual gives you full control. Asphalt removes asphalt. Destruction, by the way. And sand flattening flattens shit. You got it.
Hey, you're not a bad navigator. To be fair, a child could handle it if they could reach the gas pedal. Still, you did fine too, so kudos to you. Now it's time to get you to your forward base. It's not much to look at, but should keep you warm. Oh, and on your way there, be a darling and clear the plant's old entrance for the cavalry. They're coming later. If the higher-ups don't cut the funding.
I'm like just pressing all the buttons. There's manual. So, and then control. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. This press is beeping when I... Oh, that is... Wait, hold on. Yeah, that is forward. Okay, cool. Asphalt destruction. I'm surprised it's at an angle. Oh, I think it was at an angle because I was like still kind of in manual mode. All right, anyways, let's go with just marching for now. Go, we need to go. So we're not like tearing up asphalt specifically. We definitely don't do that. I guess sand flattening gets what we need. So when it lows, I can push shit around. Unless... Oh, no, I can't just push to the gate. I probably have to, like, just shovel over there. So probably manual, then. Windows 98 game. Keyboard overlay. That sounds cool. Oh, that sounds badass. You could, like, strap onto it. That sounds dope. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is... so for this one, we wanna start fairly low. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So I'm thinking what I want to do is like scoop things up. Or maybe I just push. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Just fucking push it out of the way. Raise it up a little bit. I think that thing is too heavy. Let's see if that thing's too heavy. It's like it's stuck up against something. Surely nothing can be too heavy for this badass piece of machinery we're working with here, right? Lift it up a little bit more. I think I know the answer. A lift up. Will that do it? Yeah, so that's not budging. Okay. Really is a conundrum then. Because really we just got to get these other things moved out of the way. What I could do is just try to push things off to the side. I'm surprised that those objects aren't like mobile. Is there any other way I could clear out more space? That one, same kind of thing. Obviously, the tires are good. There's an old tractor there, an old dumpster. And at least clear those to make more room. Yes. Well, yes to the tractor, but not to the dumpster. Maybe it's like you need like bigger, more powerful vehicles to do cool shit like that. I can't push that any further. Let's just see if that's enough, though. Makes sense that we want to kind of push this off to be like where the other... Oh, no, I'm full of shit. You can just push the thing down. I thought the whole idea was we were like not fucking with the gate, but never mind. All right, never mind. Yeah, that throws all that off. In my mind, we wanted to preserve the gate. Fuck the gate. Don't actually fuck the gate, though. Just knock this out of the way. Unable to dig in this area. I was not wanting to dig. Was not wanting to dig, so thank you. Give it the heads up. I'm gonna get this guy out of the way. Good enough. Good enough. Just clear the zone. Yeah, in my mind, I was like, oh, I should just add this to the garbage. There's like a dumpster and some storage containers. Let's just toss this shit in the garbage. And in my mind, the idea of keeping the gate intact, but not fucking with the, but being allowed to like add garbage to this pile up here made more sense than just knocking the fucking gate down. Hopefully our employers won't mind that little detail. In the meantime, though, I might lower this a little bit. Actually, I think it's probably low enough. Never mind, I'm full of shit. There we go. Get these guys out of here. Shove them off to the side. Into the ditch. Into the ditch with them. There we go. Another objective. What else needs pushing or shoveling or other construction shenanigans? Go to the forward base. That's probably going to involve the scouting vehicle. We probably don't want to go there in this slow thing. Storage and allocation of resources. You got it, bro. I'll track it. And then I think what I need to do is let's park this back in its original position. Back that thing up. Also back into marching mode. All right, I only like scuffed it a little bit, pushing shit around. There we go. And then we say vehicles. Bam. This guy. I'm re-entering my guy. I'm inside of my guy. And in a general sense, you can see where we're going. I can zoom out, but with the once again the fog of war, we have no idea what lays beyond. We're in South Africa right now. Or no, it was North Africa. North Africa. Same thing. North, south, these are just words. Game is purdy. Purdy game. Ooh, excuse me. So we need to get up there somehow. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this entails. I might just want to all-wheel drive that shit. Because all-wheel drive just kind of did the work for us earlier. Yeah, let's just say, what was it, E? E is all-wheel drive? Yes. Now, of course, all-wheel drive is harsher on the fuel economy in real life, but I think in this game, you don't have to worry about gasoline, about fuel at all. But you do have to in other games of this nature by Saber Interactive. Other games that this developer has made that are of, like, the same persuasion. Again, like Spin Tires, those games. Those usually involve, like, getting down to... All right, let's get back to all-wheel drive then. Those do involve that level of detail. Kind of pull me off in the, sending me off into a weird direction. I mean, I guess I'm exploring, but still, all I have to do is just hope for the best. It was called Caterpillar. Okay, not Tonka, but still. Oh wait, hold on. Is that what it is? Is that the device? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, baby. Oh, dude. Playing this game while rocking one of these puppies. Oh, my God. I'd be the coolest gamer in the fucking world. And there's, like, the little thing that straps in. That's sick. That's sick as fuck. And if you could get this thing running with Windows, like, get it recognized by Windows 10, you'd be off to the goddamn races. But my stupid ass, I'd want to do, like, dumb shit. I'd want to be like, all right, I'm going to play Night Rain with this thing. Let's play Dark Souls with this fucking thing. I mean, I know people have done that already. This is not a novel concept, but the idea of playing a game like Dark Souls with a extremely incorrect control device would be input device would be very fun. It's a good gimmick, honestly. I'm okay with it. That's a good point. Yeah, it's just an overlay, so it maybe isn't necessarily like that many like weird devices. On this cool little place. Does the road actually continue beyond? Oh, well, I'm kind of wiggling. I'm wiggling. I'm just kind of hoping. I'm going more or less as the crow flies here. I'm gonna get more traction, more torque. There we go. More torque, but not more twerk. And once again, if there is a time limit that I'm sure not acknowledging it or playing nice by it. Because I'm taking my sweet titties time. Do I just stay in all-wheel drive mode forever? Am I turning into one of those truck owners? Nah, bro, I got all-wheel drive. I can do anything. Drives into a guy. Drives into like a sheet of ice and is confused when the car gets stuck. Yeah, if nothing else, might be a time to like try something else, or just back it up and try a different angle. Yes, pushing specific keys. Yeah. Oh, I backed up into more rocks. Yeah, you see, this is what happens, man. You get the truck guy that's like all-wheel drive, like, nah, bro, I can do anything. And then truck guy gets stuck, and then he's like, wait, but I hit all-wheel drive. That means I can do literally anything. What the hell? This is the cheat code to be able to fucking drive up walls and shit. There you go. Cheaper than a HOTAS. Yeah, I have a couple of friends that, yeah, they stream games like this, or like Euro Truck Simulator, or Construction Simulator with the full-ass HOTAS, and, I mean, it's impressive, to say the least. I don't really have much interest in it myself, but it's pretty cool seeing the more elaborate setups like that. Just gotta merge with confidence and authority. That's all I got. That's all I need, really. Oh, is the storm beginning? Have I taken too long? Right. Peel out. Beep. Does the storm begin?
Welcome. The good news is, you're in charge now. Bad news is, the storage and allocation of resources are all on you. So, use them wisely. And remember, a penny saved is a penny earned.
A penis saved is a penis earned.
Well, on to your next job. Storm's rolling in. and we need to build a flood wall before it does. Before it rolls in, I mean. Storms seldom build walls.
Yeah, they usually knock them down.
We need to plot a route from the base to the phosphate plant. Once we do that, we can deliver the crane parts to make the wall.
Good to know, good to know. So we do still have that rusty boy, the old rusty dozer. Build a route to deliver the crane parts to the phosphate plant. Find and recover the generator. Okie dokie artichoke E. Safeguard the coast against the impending storm. Blah, 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 blah. So planning routes is something new then. Okay. We'll track that shit. So route plottage. Legit racing setup. Yeah. One of my old coworkers, he has a like he kind of went all out. He has like the really cool racing chair. He has the 3 monitors, like the one in front and the 2 behind. He also has the VR setup. But yeah, he has like the legit like the wheel, like with the pedals, like the whole 9 yards. It's pretty fucking impressive, honestly. So yeah, if you like racing stuff, I mean, you know, if money were no object, right? If money and space were no object, obviously, yeah. But yeah, it's for the most dedicated and hardcore of hobbyists for sure. All right, infrastructure tab. That's this guy. New activities will become available. Some activities, such as this one, require you to complete objectives. So it's like objectives within the infrastructure tab. Infrastructure route. Oh, then you open this. Okay, I see. All right. We're plotting routes. Just on the map, presumably, then. For vehicles to follow. Oh, I think I've seen this. Yeah, where like you can have an AI control, a computer controlled vehicle follow the routes you dictate, but hope to God that your route makes sense and is reasonable. So here's camera options. Keep an eye on the terrain. Heavy vehicles will not do well in off-road situations. So how do I start plotting? Start plotting. Here, right? It's right in front of me. So we can do 200 points, 200 plot points if we wanted to. Right, I will start plotting. Oh dear God. Oh, that's just going back and forth. Okay, all right. So, can I move the camera at all? Yes, we can. All right. So here's my guy. Where are we going? This is the most obvious route. I'd have us just go here. Kind of looking ahead before I start plotting away, plotting and scheming. That'll be a bit of an angle, but I think we can make this work. They're gonna like start off pretty simple. I think they wouldn't hit us with like the weird shit right from the get-go. So I'll say go here. What can I say? L, as in take the L, bro. And then here, and then here. We'll try to be reasonable. There's not gonna be a lot of straightaway passes, most likely. Well, I say that here's like a pretty good straightaway path. There we go. What's up, Jesse? What game is this? So this is called Roadcraft. It is a... if you've ever heard of or seen these like construction simulator games before, this is a game that is developed by a company by a developer that's done a lot of those kinds of games. Spin Tires, Snow Drifter, Mud Drifter, I think was another one. And I've never really had much interest in playing them myself, but I've heard encouraging things about this one because those games are like for games like Snow Drifter and Spin Tires. Those are usually the games where like there's 1, maybe 2 vehicles and there's like a billion points of articulation and details that are highly, highly simulated. And I never had much interest in those kinds of games because like, that's like a lot. It's like I'm kind of a filthy normie when it comes to that kind of stuff. Other people love it. It's just not for me. But I heard encouraging things about this one where it's like instead of having a crazy amount of detail for a small number of stuff, it's like there's 40 some odd vehicles and it's like very surface level things you can do with each one. I was like, you know, it sounds kind of cool. So we got a review key to try it out. So we're trying it out now and let's dispatch some vehicles and see how it goes. I get to watch them go. Let's get out of his way. Maybe I have to babysit him a little bit. Oh, his handbrake was still on. So here, let's see how he does. Oh, there's multiple vehicles. Okay, well, I'll watch the first guy. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to babysit him very well, but I'll try my darndest. Head surgery. Oh, no, that doesn't sound very fun. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that. Yeah, because you were saying you were having a hard time keeping your eyes open last time.
Generator for the phosphate plant. There should be one somewhere close to the abandoned facility.
Yeah, because you were saying how, like, watching on screens is a little bit tough for you.
Inside the abandoned
facility. But yeah, I hope the recovery hasn't been too unpleasant for you, because sure doesn't sound fun. This is doing all right. Has my route planning been reasonable, within reason? Dude behind me is banging into shit. I thought for sure this guy would be on fire and flipped over and covered in piss by now. It's Soapy Shark. What's up, bud? We're talking about being on fire and covered in piss. It's good to see you. Playing some Roadcraft. This is the first tutorial mission. I've plotted a route. I've plotted a route for these trucks, and I'm following them to see how good my route is, or how bad it is. That was why I was saying, like, by this, I'm surprised the route is working out well, because these are AI-controlled dudes, and they're following the route that I set for them. And given that I'm new to this game, and I don't play a lot of this kind of... Oh, there we go. There's the covered in piss and on fire that I was hoping to see. Alright, so when this happens... Oh, is he just gonna run into his... Oh, I mean, if it fits... Okay, maybe not. Alright, so... When this happens... Oh, they're just gonna keep going. Is there one after him? Nope. Okay, well, I mean, he's gonna... Okay, alright, so there you go. So there you go. What can I do about this? How can I fix this when this inevitably fucking happens? Yes, spectate. I want to just look at this poor beached whale of a truck. So, yeah, it needs maintenance. Just a little bit of maintenance. Just a little bit of maintenance. Yeah, because there was some debris on the road. It happens. It happens. It happens. Soapy Shark, thank you for that raid. And as always, you've raided me before. You know this works. If anybody ever has any clips you would like to share, I'd love to see them. Because when people raid me, it's nice that you're bringing your people to me. The least I can do is kind of nudge my folks to check your content out if you'd like. If there's anything that you'd like to show and share with us. Yeah, I'm with you, Jesse. Usually this kind of thing doesn't really click with me, but I'm trying it out. We're having a fun time so far. We got Gallaneth. What's up, buddy? Who is used to talking about being on fire and also covered in piss. You'd think the covered in piss thing would douse the flames. You would think. There's my mom, by the way. There's my honest-to-goodness mother. Mama Hobbit with the VIP diamond. Because, you know, there's all these other people that claim to be my mom. So that is the actual verified, truly my mother. I promise. Because, you know, I have just droves of adoring stalkers that claim to be related to me. And by the way, Mom, I don't think you've met them yet. But Game & Browse, who's in the chat, that is one of the individuals with whom we'll be traveling to Japan. So, you know, because you never hear me talking about the trip. You never hear me talking about it because I'm so humble about it. Joking that I'm trying really hard not to be like making it my whole personality, like, oh my god, Alex, stop talking about it, please, you're being cringe. Vehicle failed the route. Are you sure? I don't know. I think he's doing pretty fine. Vehicle is stuck. All right, well, I mean, it was doing good until this thing kind of got stuck. How's about this? Can I just go into the other thingy? And I'll just take care of that little problem. Jump the other guy, hop on in, and that little minor little obstacle will be a thing of the past in no time. I will lower, not the blade. I mean, the blade's fine. Lower the arm. Yeah, now we're fucking going, baby. Whoa, too much. All right, go. Okay, all right, now we're not fucking going. All right, back up that thing. Back that thing up. Back it up. All right, yeah. And just down a little bit. Down a little. All right, yeah, down more. Down more. Okay, and then the blade go up a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that should be good. That'll fucking work. That will fucking work. Yes. Yes, real. Yes, confirmed real mother. Confirmed for realsies. No dealsies. Get this thing out of here. Unable to dig in this area? Good. I don't want to dig. Okay, let's get this guy out of the way. Actually, I'll just set it back to Marching mode. And also don't fucking back up into a ditch, please. You're traveling? That's correct. That's correct. We're going to Japan. We're gonna be in Japan for 3 weeks. 3 weeks in Japan. Oh mama, it's gonna be the I'm trying not to say it's the trip of a lifetime, because I tell myself that I'm still young. I tell myself I'm still young and that there's still plenty of opportunities ahead of me. But I mean, the reality is that how many more opportunities am I gonna have for a trip like this in my life, right? So 3 weeks in Japan. We'll be staying primarily in Tokyo, but we'll be taking 1 day trip to Osaka, I think. Or no. We'll be taking a day trip to Kyoto. Oh, it just plunked. That was the one that fucking exploded. And then we'll actually be staying in Osaka. Wait, hold on. Game and Browse, you're probably listening in. Which one is it? I'm getting my wires crossed. One of them will actually be staying in for a couple days. I think it's Kyoto we'll be staying in for a couple of days. Or maybe it's just 1 day. I think it's just 1 day. There we go. That last truck that flipped over earlier, it just teleported. So, like I was saying earlier, it kind of hand waves. This game kind of hand waves some of the technical simulation-y details that other games from this developer sometimes entail, where you have to, like, manage your gasoline and go down to, like, the individual levels of what tires you put on the car. That kind of shit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so Osaka for a week. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. I was like, getting my wires crossed here. There we go. So there we go. We got the objective complete. And Sharky, like I said, thank you again for that raid. And again, the offer is open. If there's any clips of yours you'd like to share, because you're a homie and a half, and I appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Mom's in Peoria right now. Scenic Peoria, Illinois. Scenic Peoria, Illinois. That's right in the middle of the state. Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah, it's something that it's kind of fun because Aaron, Mr. Game and Browse, Mr. and Browse, who's in the chat, and his wife. It's a funny story. It's a story I love to tell. So, I of course do lots of fundraising with the Extra Life stuff. Extra Life. It is a Children's Miracle Network fundraiser, raising money for sick and injured children across all of North America. They're good people, the Extra Life folks, and the Children's Miracle Network folks. The individual, the non-profit hospitals with whom, or for whom we are fundraising, they do lots of great work all year long to help out sick and injured children. It's they do lots of noble work, so it's good stuff. Extra Life is a gaming fundraiser for Children's Miracle Network, and I have been involved at kind of the local level for quite some time now. In the city where I live, in St. Louis, Missouri. I was the inaugural president of the St. Louis Guild for Extra Life, which is basically like a local, the guilds are like these local kind of volunteering-centric groups, and I was the president for the first term of the St. Louis Guild. So needless to say, I've been involved in lots of conventions and nerd gatherings and just various stuff in the St. Louis area for a while. And one of my favorite conventions was a then relatively small gaming convention called Missouri GameCon. You'll never guess what it's about. It's about gaming. It's a convention, and it takes place in Missouri. Crazy, right? And at some point, I think I was there for, I think, just about all the years. Oh, vehicle's stuck, by the way. Oh, probably because I'm blocking his ass, aren't I? Probably because I'm blocking something. So let me move. Yeah, when you pause, it doesn't actually like pause the game. Things are still schmoving. So anyway, so Missouri GameCon happened like first couple years, and I had a nice time with it. And I although I'm no longer the president because limited, term limits and such, obviously, I stayed involved with like a local level. And over the years, you kind of like you like start to like get to know people that kind of help run the show. And at one point, I crossed paths with Helen and Aaron, who they don't run the conventions, but they know some of the folks that do, and they run a trivia show. They run like a gaming Jeopardy trivia show every year at the Missouri GameCon, and so just over the years, I just I over the years of going to this convention, happened to kind of bump into them a couple times, and got to participate in one of their trivia shows one time. And the week after one of these conventions, I get a message from my coworker Carl. He's like, "Hey, by any chance, were you at the Missouri GameCon?" I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Did you get to bump into or hang out with the Helen and Aaron. I'm withholding the last names, obviously. And I go, yes, do you know them? And he goes, yeah, Helen is my daughter and Aaron is my son-in-law. So I'm like, oh, no shit. So, you know, I over the years, we just got to know them more. And this last year in particular, we've gotten to hang out with them a bunch of times. We have a bunch of mutual friends now. And at one point, Helen and Aaron invite us, myself and Gracie, over to their house because they just moved into a new house, and it was like really exciting. And at some point I probably was admiring something on their shelves, like some travel books they had, and they had a bunch of travel books for Japan. I was like, oh yeah, have you guys gone? And they were like, well, we'd always wanted to go to Japan, but it's expensive and the logistics are tricky. It's a lot to go in on, and what we really want to do is get another couple to go with us, because just doing it the two of us is a lot. And I was like, and Grace and I kind of looked at each other. We were like, we are another couple that wants to do this. We are ready to like commit. Let's throw the money down. Let's like make it happen. And those conversations happened in October of last year. And now we leave in like a month. We leave in a month. We'll be there for the majority of the month of July. So it's a time. It's going to be a time rather. And I'm excited. Yes. Yeah, so that's, yeah, the onsen, yeah, that's going to be something separate. Yeah, for some reason, my brain had conflated that with the time in Kyoto. Where Aaron and I are going to hang dong. No, we're not going to do that. But it's going to be a fun time, though, for sure. Oh, is that the trivia one? Yeah. God. And this was, of course, the one where, without naming or shaming anybody, there was an individual on our team who was a character. I could tell he got under Aaron's skin a couple times. I'm not gonna name any names, no one's in trouble, but yeah, there was a dude on our team who, like, he was a knowledgeable guy and he was always nice to me, but like there was Aaron, I'll let you in on a little secret. There at one point, I don't think I was not gonna be the part of the Trinity to be in that group. I got kind of picked up at the last minute, and Mike, who was then the Twitch St. Louis administrator, Mike was in the group chat. I was brought into the group chat a little bit late, because again, I was kind of brought in last minute as like because someone else had like car trouble or something. I can't remember. But I scrolled up a little bit, and yeah, someone was saying, yo, can we bring Alex? Can we bring Super Hobbit? And Mike was like, oh yeah, Alex is cool. And I scroll up a little bit further, and I'll just say like, yeah, so-and-so was the first to sign up. He's really excited. And Mike's response was, oh boy. He was like, listen, he means well. He gets a little excited sometimes. He gets a little animated. So yeah, I like, again, I'm not one to sling mud. I'm not. This individual. He's a good guy, but yeah, he gets a little opinionated. He gets a little antsy in the pantsy. But anyway, yeah. There was it was the silent. Yeah, it was because it was music. It was a music named that tune, and I was like, and it was the theme to Silent Hill 2, which I had never played, but I did play Silent Hill 1, so I was like, well, it kind of sounds like Silent Hill. I don't know. So that was my answer. And this individual was like, oh boy, he was bothered by that being not being considered. So anyway, it was a whole thing. It was a whole fucking thing. And Aaron, I'll never forget. It was very sweet because the next year they brought me because it was a very fun time. What's my hat said? It says wild. Yo, we are wild. Yeah, exactly. Like, understandable how that would happen. Obviously, vehicle failed the route. Can I look? Can I look to see how it happened? Vehicle failed it right here. Here, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna look with my own ass. And by ass, I mean face. Oh, maybe that vehicle's blocking it. No, it's not blocking it all. So yeah, so what's in the way? In the way, something is sad. What's sad? But anyway, so yeah, that was my first of 2 instances doing this trivia thing. And it was very fun, but I was like, you know, I'm not that great at trivia, obviously. So I was like, well, you know, the next year rolls around, and I was like, well, I would love to participate, but I don't want to like take up too many slots. You know, I was going to the convention, but I was like, nah, I don't want to take up more space necessarily. Like I'll not put myself in this trivia this time. Let someone else take that spot if they want to. And it's the day of the convention, and I'm like getting ready to go. And Aaron messaged me, and he was like, "Hey man, like if you want a spot, we got one open for you." And I was like, and I think I even told him, I was like, I want to like make sure I'm not taking it more than I should, or make sure that I'm giving other people a chance. And he was like, honestly, we loved having you. Like, you're really cool last time. It was very nice. It was very sweet. It was like, it was cool getting to hang out with you. Would love to include you. So and that was like, all right, that sounds fun. And I performed horribly in that second trivia. At least the first trivia got a couple questions right. The second trivia, it was a race to the bottom, like Aaron said. But it was a fun time. We were definitely the team that had the most fun. And that's the kind of energy I bring to the group gatherings. Am I the smartest? No. Am I the most efficient? Am I the most well prepared? Am I the best dressed? I am none of those things, but I'll be the goddamn cheerleader that makes it a fun time for us. So all is well. All is well. Yeah, the chase to reach 0 points. That's right. I'm a little bit confused as to like what it's failing at. Maybe I just need to like watch something happen. Maybe, let's see. Can I watch things as because they're embarking from here, right? Yeah. We're bringing stuff here. It's weird because we got objective complete. We got operational, so it made me think that everything's Gucci. So I'm not sure where he would have gotten stuck when, like... It's like, that's all we need. Open request. Oh, did that no, it did not cancel the route. Okay. You could do more than one route if you wanted to. Yeah, the Trivia Avengers. Well, I had heard that you guys had like a questionnaire, right? You had a questionnaire or like some kind of like online thing you fill out to gauge like someone's worthiness, and maybe not worthiness, but gauge someone's like quizability with the trivia. And I think I had heard after the fact that everybody on that team had gotten every single question right. So they were very prepared. They were very, very well read and well learned. I always like to think I'm like relatively okay at trivia with relation to gaming, at least. Gaming fun facts. Like I like to think I can throw out some weird ones and I can recognize some deep cuts. But yeah, there was a number where like, yeah, the other team would like nail one, and I'm looking at the guys on my team. I'm like, bro, I've never even heard of that thing. Like, what the shit? So, yeah, there were some like very prepared dudes. I'm over here like, yeah, I'm just here to fuck around and have a good time. But it's like there's some fucking ringers in there, bro. But it was a fun time though. It was a fun time. All right, so I'm curious to see where this fucks in a not good way. Where does he mess up? Because the little sad point was like right next to his destination. Looks good to me. Yeah. So if he was fucking up, then, I don't know, homeboy just needs to get fucking good. Just don't suck. Alright. Objectives, what's next? Recover the stuff. Track it. Yeah, Zima, that's right. Yeah, it was the question at the end. What's like the soft drink that had some kind of tie-in, some kind of promotional tie-in with New Vegas? I think Fallout New Vegas, and I've only played Fallout 1, so I'm super out of pocket here. The other guys in my group had no idea, so I was like, all right, boys, we're down like 12,000 points. This is Final Jeopardy. We can't win the game, but we can win the hearts of the people with a very stupid answer. And my answer was Zima. Oh, yeah, not New Vegas, Brotherhood of Steel. A bit of a deep cut when it comes to Fallout, for sure. I'm trying to think what their answer was, because the other team's answer was smart, but it was also incorrect. Ours was stupid and incorrect. And honestly, if you're gonna be incorrect, you might as well be confidently and stupidly incorrect in a situation like that. All right, so we got to find a generator and haul that shit. Just Coca-Cola, yeah, which is valid, honestly. What was the answer? I can't remember. It was something non-standard for sure. But yeah, Coca-Cola is like, all right, a little bit. That would be too on the nose. I think that was a problem. We couldn't think of something funny. Well, something weird, but like not too obvious. Oh, balls. Balls does make sense, honestly, yeah. Balls would. So find the object somewhere in this general area and haul that shit. So somewhere around. Now the question is, how do we haul it? Let's go to that area first. It's gonna be a ways away, methinks. Not too far. I guess I can't fast travel, can I? What am I saying fast traveling? This is a game where you gotta be going exploring. That's part of the fun. But no, it was a fun time. It was a fun time. And without getting too mushy, I'm a sensitive guy. What can I say? Without getting too mushy, doing the trivia stuff was fun. And, you know, it got me some cool new friends, and I'm eternally grateful for that. And we're going out to Japan with these cool homies in almost exactly a month, which is fucking wild. So, good times were had by all, and specifically me, Alex. That's my name. Right. Can I winch? Can I winch? I want to aim my winch. Can I grab onto anything? I want to go that way. I want to be where the people are. Maybe I can go out this way. Yeah, let's look at the map before I get too ahead of myself. Yeah, I can just go out that way, because I fucking knocked that gate down. Unless I can knock this gate down. Maybe there's just like a button. Can I just go outside my vehicle and press a button to open the gate? Actually, hold on. I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna park right here. Which is this guy. Can I knock this motherfucker down? In a manual mode. Oh, and don't fucking tear a hole in the wall if I can help it. As funny as that would be. We got a whale, by the way. What's up, whale? Oh, not the blade. Get that thing down. Yeah. Time to push the button. Bam! Hell yeah. But does it, like, slap close behind me? No, it does not. Okay. Now, I probably shouldn't just park this on the grass, because then I will have a hell of a time getting it unstuck, and you know I'll need it later. You know I will absolutely need this shit later. I'll go back into marching mode. Marching band mode. You did say hi, and I saw it, and I was like, I need to circle back around the whale, but then I didn't, because I'm terrible. I'm gonna just leave while the car is still rolling and pop into this guy, and away we go. And Shark rated us earlier, Soapy Shark, right as I was talking about being on fire and covered in piss. And then my mom stopped into the chat. It was a good time. It was a good time. Playing some games, though. Wasn't really feeling it, though. Can I be extremely nosy and ask what you were playing? I would be so nosy. I'm going to remain in all-wheels. I might just remain in all-wheel drive forever. There's probably a downside to all-wheel drive. If I'll go off all-wheel drive. I mean, we're probably faster. But yeah, then the weird terrain happens. Nope, keep it going. Oh, Lightyear Frontier. That game does look cool. I've not played it, but it does look neato. Gotta find the object. The object of my desire. Splashing up lots of mud, and the tire tracks on the dirt, on the mud, are like staying around, which is kind of a cool little detail. Pretty neato. And again, we don't actually know where this is because we have the fog of war, but generally speaking, staying the course will get us the... Well, actually, you know what? No, I think I will go off the beaten path a little bit. Yeah, farming with mechs, yeah. Yeah, the game does look cool. The downside, the good thing and bad thing is that, yeah, no combat at all. So it's like very, you know, very much more along the lines of like chill, kind of cozy vibes versus like, oh shit, we gotta fight shit sometimes. Right, so, bad thing about this guy is that it's a little bit flooded. So exploring this might be a bit of a time. The good news is that it's, route infrastructure requests. Wait, hold on. Do I need to worry about that? Infrastructure. Operational. It's still doing its thing, I guess. Is it still sending trucks? I don't think it is. Okay, anyway. It's not very deep. Doesn't appear to be. Search area. We got the object scanner. Oh, object scanner in addition to the terrain scanner. Yeah, exactly. This game is not counting miles. It's not efficient. Obviously, you'll lose gas mileage, but this game, there is no gasoline in this game. We have hydrogen fuel cell batteries apparently. So let's look for quest items. So yeah, object scanner. Like, this kind of thing wouldn't be in real life. So this game does hand wave a lot of the more intricate details you might otherwise find yourself concerned with in games like this. Like, more simulatory, more realistic. We're looking for a grungily-ass generator. We're searching the area, but this deep water does make it tricky. And I don't know at one point does it become a problem when the engine block gets flooded. Like, I don't know what happens. Presumably, the game gives you, like, a whoopsie-daisy restart button. Go over there. We got that bridge tech. Yeah, you mentioned Death Stranding, which is a very apropos comparison, I would say. This feels like a place... Oh, it's up there. I was going to say, up here, not so much, but up there does make sense. So, we have to deliver the object. Now, how might I do so? Can I use, like, a crane to get it down there? I have this, and I have the rusty fella. Oh, maybe I could just nudge it off, but that seems unwise. Environmental elements can be pushed, pulled, knocked over, or knocked or hooked with a winch. The yellow markings. You got it. Yeah, things are gonna get weird. Actually, I've yet to play Death Stranding, and I probably ought to. I think I would like it a lot. Right, and it was... Yes, that's what tells you where you can do things. I can take the barrels. Can I take this thing? No, but I can nudge it. That is so convenient. That is so incredibly convenient. That it's just like, yeah, it'll just nudge it. It just kind of flops over. Oh, this seems like it'd be really good for tires. This seems like a very safe and efficient means of doing anything at all. We need to get over there. So if I give this one the old little nudgerino. Bonk. Little love tap. That one go down. Ooh, we gotta winch that fella. Never mind, I can't winch that fella, but if I back that thing up, I can go from above. Be like straightforward. Yeah, I think I would like it a lot. I understand when Death Stranding first came out and people were playing it, they were like, this is not Metal Gear Solid, what the fuck, and not everybody liked it. It's not a game for everybody, but I think I would enjoy it for sure. I think I would enjoy that shit a whole bunch. Bloop. And bloop. Yeah, BT, I'm assuming means bridge tech. But now, Aaron, the big question is, will I run into, like, Mad Big Man and Dick Johnson and Sad Patel? I'm just spitballing. I don't know if any of these are real characters, but I'm just spitballing Kojima names. Because y'all know about Kojima names, right? The way he just names his characters like adjective, like verb. That's like his naming scheme. We put our faith in Blast Hard Cheese levels of like just fucking weird. Oh, I love it. All right, so can I winch? Can I winch? I can hook. Am I really just get? Oh, wait. Hold on. I know what to do. I could fucking drag it in reverse the whole time, or I'll be really responsible. I don't know if dragging this thing with a pickup truck is the best way to do this. You would think like some other transport vehicle would be able to do this, or even better, put it in the goddamn truck bed. Put it in the goddamn truck bed, and that solves the problem for you. But I don't know if we have an option for that, so we might just get a little weird with this. Oh, and I winch. Yeah, and I'm just gonna fucking drag it, huh? Yep. I mean, all right. There's really no option to say just get out, hire a couple of guys to fucking haul it up, get a forklift. Oh, but let's be real. For a game like this, you'd have to go through forklift certification. That takes at least 2 weeks. And it's already almost midnight, so, you know, we can't be going too crazy. So, I'm going to try my best. Don't worry about the noise of... Oh, okay. Don't worry about the sound of cardboard splintering and... the noise of Expensive technology fracturing. Yep, it's good. It's good. Nope, we're good. We're good. This cannot be the best way to do this. This cannot be the best way to do this. There's no fucking way. I'm gonna release and then do another. I could go for a corner. Go for the bottom. Start from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We're going. Hold my bear. All right, detach. Yeah, just give it a little love tap. So it's flat, there we go. Winch from the bottom. Yeah, baby. Oh, that's a good noise, right? That's the noise of happy cardboard. What's up, Deagle Whiskey? Oh, Red, I'm sorry, Red Eagle. Sorry, I don't know how to read. Okay. Go from the top again. There we go, there we go. Up here. All right, what's the turbo button? What's the turbo button? When you get stuck in mud. Yes, I'm very much stuck in mud. Here, I'm gonna take myself off all-wheel drive. Wow, that actually was better. I thought all-wheel drive was, you know, cheat code for just going anywhere, but turns out you have to be strategic. Whale says, I envy your gift of gab. That's nice of you to say, Whale. It is a curse and a blessing at times. To be able to fucking yammer like this. It is good and bad. So, be careful what you wish for. Shit. All right, now we go back to all-wheel. Uh-oh. I might have done a gamer move. Oh, never mind. I'm full of shit. Never mind. I never doubted it. Yep. All right, well, there we go. So, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. We're taking this thing back that way. Not too far. Not too far. How like a rock. Yeah, I know the one, Well, I know the one. Holding my beer. All right, we're getting there. I've done something illegal. I've done something that the game does not want. Torque divided by 4 versus torque divided by 2. That's a good question. Like, at what level does this game simulate like that kind of depth? Because this game definitely simulates a lot. But yeah, it's hard to say how deep it goes necessarily. I gotta get over yonder. Did I choose poorly? Because that is a problem. No, I could get the old Rusty fella. I could get Mr. Rusty to move this force, but that would take forever to get that fucker there. I'm just not sure it's worth it. Can I just pop into this crane? Can I just climb up this thing real quick? Yeah, Mudrunner and Snow. Yeah, you're exactly right, Red Eagle. Like that, those games provide that level of simulation. This game, I'm sure you know, smooths over a lot of that like really, really hardcore simulation stuff. So yeah, I don't really know if this game would kind of get quite to that level. Maybe I can just go around it. Fuck it. All-wheel drive means you can go anywhere, right? With all-wheel drive, you can like drive into a volcano and shit like that. Drive up a mountain. Fly through space. So maybe I can just say, you know what? Fucking go around this small inconvenience. I'm gonna... Alright, detach. Can I winch onto a corner? No corners. What I'd like is to get, like... You know, I'm gonna do a little love tap. Boop. More love. I want to knock you flat. Please. So what I was thinking is if it was flat, it might be better. Because I think it's like digging into shit. There we go. Yeah, they're not gonna mind if I just fucking rough this thing up a little bit. Ah, shit. Well. Yeah, because I think that's what's getting me stuck, is he's like digging into shit. Is it the... It is, yeah. Saber Interactive. Saber Interactive, same developers as Mudrunner, Spin Tires, SnowRunner, and Space Marine 2. What a fucking pedigree. Space Marine 2. All this other weird shit. Here, I'll grab the top one. No, don't do that. That's what I was doing earlier. Bottom one. Bam. Came here. Or so I thought. It's like stuck on some very unhappy other angle. What if I do not that? All right, what about this one? That one's kind of cooking. I'll confess, I can't remember what Q does, but that one works when you're hauling. So there's probably lessons to be learned here when you're like dragging something. Oh, that's a solid object. If you're dragging something, don't just go for all-wheel drive. You might want to try other things. There we go. There we go. Don't worry about the strange sound of cardboard splintering. Don't worry about the questionable strategy of driving it through foot-deep water. It's probably okay. It's probably okay. Yeah, just learning about the game. It's pretty cool so far. You probably can tell, though, I've never played any of the other of these kind of simulatory games, so I can't really see how it compares, but I am enjoying it from a very casual perspective. I believe the term is filthy casual, and I am quite filthy, and I'm quite casual. Terrain scanner. So, I'm going to keep with this guy, and I'm going to just try to not go too deep. Let's stay in the green. Warning, deep water. If I stay green, then we're going to get lots of peen. No, that's not the phrase. That's a lot of water in the engine block. That's not a bad thing, right? Here, I'm going to go out of this and go back into all-wheel drive. Okay. And that doesn't work sometimes, so we're going to try... Oh, wait, am I moving? Slowly. You know what? Any progress, any movement is the sign of progress. We'll take it. You don't think the client's going to be mad that I dragged this thing through untold amounts of water? I'm sure it still functions, right? I mean, I'm guessing this was meant to be difficult. This was meant to be a challenge. But it does seem like maybe not the best way to do it. Length of the tow rope. That's a good point, too. Maybe... I assume there was a limited amount, but it's stretched out more than I thought it would. That's what she said. So, yeah, maybe there's something to be said for... Oh my god, we're so close. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't be weird. There we go. We're literally a couple of feet away. Just more momentum. Just, there we go. Never it's stuck by. There we go. It counts it. It counts it. We have a new vehicle to play with now. Not a vehicle to use, a vehicle to play with. Mission complete. But yeah, maybe what I could have done was pull out further and then attempt to winch.
I knew I could
attach the
rely on
winch.
you, which is especially great since I had nobody else to rely on. You're the only contractor in the sector. The fate of everything rests upon you.
No pressure.
No pressure. Besides, the only thing left to do is to build the flood wall before the storm hits. First, you'll need to scoop up some concrete slabs. There should be plenty around your base. Naturally, you'll want to use the crane to move them. Then you need to drop them off.
So now I can use a crane.
Easy as pie, right? I could go for some pie. Anywho, the generator's in working order, so now you just need to make sure it's delivered. Shouldn't be too hard. Just plot a course from the workshop to the phosphate plant.
She didn't say anything about, oh, by the way, why is the generator been overly flooded and dented to high hell, and why it looks like it's been dragged through water and knocked off a building. Spin tires. Oh, that's cool. Red Eagle. Ambushed by mud because it's the same. Right, that makes sense. I can see it with SnowRunner too. Yeah. The level of simulation that was pretty impressive. Yeah, like for people that are really familiar and really on top of this kind of thing, I could see this game being kind of disappointing because it's much more surface level with the stuff it simulates. Because yeah, SnowRunner and MudRunner do sound really cool, and like it's just impressive to me how much they're able to simulate. So it's pretty impressive, but it's probably I imagine, like, again, I'm such a filthy casual. They're probably not for me specifically. So I can appreciate them from afar. We need to take this from the abandoned facility to the phosphate plant. So, where are we dropping? So we're going over here. So we have quite a ways to go. Quite a ways. So, we're talking about placing concrete slabs. I think one thing with this game eventually is, and this will shock you, I hope you're sitting down for this, but the game is Roadcraft. I think you get to craft roads eventually, but not yet, because it's not part of the tutorial. Maybe you still could, but the implication is that, like, yeah, we're not doing that kind of thing yet. We could go straight, but I don't know how deep that water is necessarily. Going out this way, there's like some surface level mud. Some deep water to go through, but I'm almost tempted to say going down this way and going up and getting back on the main road might be the way to do it. I don't know though. The shortest path between the shortest path between 2 points, right? Just going as the crow flies might be the way to do it. Got so deep it just got tedious. That's interesting. You mentioned War Thunder. I've only played like 2 hours of War Thunder in my life. And I've leaked so many secret documents on the internet. You have no idea. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, I've only played like 2 or so hours of War Thunder. It's a cool game, but I just didn't really stick with it. It's kind of game that like I don't think I'd really want to play solo. But solo queuing, or not solo, but like queuing up with friends would be fun. Just every once in a blue moon. But anyway, I thought War Thunder did a pretty good job of like, in my limited playtime, of being being detailed and giving you like a lot of stuff to play with, but not requiring like super hardcore levels of simulation knowledge or anything. So I'm a little bit surprised that War Thunder maybe by this point now is like a bit much. That probably wouldn't be crazy or surprising necessarily. Give me that Forza Horizon. I've actually never played Forza, and I really ought to. Just to try it out, even though again I'm not a big into like racing sims necessarily. Just to try it out. I think I have one of them on Steam or something from a Humble Bundle. Going down a mountain at 250 miles. Oh, that sounds like a very wise decision. It sounds like a very smart and efficient way of delivering this hardware. We can do better. We can do better. There we go. Try to go more shallow. More shallow of curves, of turns, even. What I will do is get closer towards the middle. If I do not get struck by that gate, which would be very funny, but also unfortunate. Alright, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, Horizon is the arcade one. Okay, yeah, Motorsport, yeah. Okay, arcade would be my shit then. Or, I'm sorry, Horizon would be my shit then, for sure. This got co-op? Oh, okay. Well, now you're tickling my interests. If it's got funny co-op and it's more arcadey, that might just be more of my cup of tea. Alright, so we got that guy. So let's go ahead and set that off. Dispatch the vehicles. I'm kind of curious. How are they going to do with the water? I just want to see how this works. Oh, handbrake. Are they going to just fucking sink instantly? Honestly, this route kind of fucks. And I was worried. Alright, well, never mind. I'm gonna plonk right here. I was all concerned. That's cute. That's cute that I was concerned. Vehicles. We have the old mobile craney daney. Alright. Crane controls. Alright. Okay. Additional controls will unlock once a load is attached. Okay. Engine's not running. Now it's running. Concrete slabs are a resource that can be stored. Very good. Oh, Reliant Robins. Okay, that does sound hilarious. And very smart and very normal. We can do that. Oh, I see. Lateral. And up and down. And maybe not up and down, but forward and backwards. Oh, there is up. And down. Cool. All right, so I'm going to try to get good with this eventually. Where are the slabs? So that I don't suffer any curses. Back to the objectives. And we're already tracking this one. Oh, okay, they're just around the base. Around the base. Move them into storage. All right, got to get 5 of them. 6 of them. Same thing. an enjoyer of Kamazes. I'm guessing that is a one of the vehicles featured in the game. Cool that they're like based on actual vehicles and not just made up stuff. Can I get that guy? Although that's not concrete. That's not a concrete slab. I don't want to grab that one. I want to grab this thing. Yes, there we go. So you see the various lines. I'm assuming I just have the one attachment point, right? We'll do one of these. Resource storage. Cool. So if I do go over here, back a bit, and then up. What I'm assuming is we want to like hook it above it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, now it's yellow. Okay. So attach load. 1. And then... there we go. Hoist it up. Easy fucking peasy. Okay, I'll go up a bit. This is where we're dropping it, right? Excuse the shit out of my goddamn penis, but I'm working here. All right, so should I set it down gently or do I just fucking drop it? I'll set it down gently. I'll be a good boy. This fucker honking at me. Fucker honking at me. I'm working here. Set it down gently, and by gently I mean put too much. Detach. Can I just... Oh, tell me I can just slurp that from here. Oh, I got the slurp. All right, but that's not gonna do me any good. All right, wait, hold on. Can you reel it in like a fucking fishing line? Also, like when you deposit the slab, it just fucking disappears. All right, yeah, that's too much. That's too much. All right, so move it, and then go whoop, back, and then up. Probably pretty good, right? Grab that shit. And up we go. And look at that. I don't even have to move. I can just swing that shit around. Attach the load. Boop. Easy peasy. Never even broke a sweat. So Russian military. Oh wow. that sounds hardcore for sure. And yeah, probably a little bit expensive. Probably a little bit expensive, like you said. Go a little bit lower. And then grab this guy. And hoist. And actually, I'm going to do one of these. Oh, wrong button. I'm going to retract. Is that good enough? That's good enough. Good. Concrete slabs into base storage. That's what I'm doing. I'm pretty cool. Can I reach that one from here? I'll probably have to move for that one. That's a little bit far out. But no, this is honestly pretty satisfying. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is giving me like... It makes me... This is giving me the illusion that I know what I'm doing. It's giving me just like surface level interactions with a bunch of vehicles without making it be like, oh god, I need to fucking read the manual. I need to like take a 12-week course and get forklift certified before I even like allow within 12 feet of one of these things. This is like very, very... It tickles the pickle without requiring like... without being like super impressive or crazy dedicated in its level of simulation. Like someone who works with these machines in real life would see this and kind of scoff and be like, psh, that's nothing. That's nothing like what you have to work with in the real life, in the real world. But that's okay. I don't want what it's like in the real world. That's too complicated. Like I'm sure in the real world you're probably not supposed to move the vehicle while the thing is moving, but I'm being a dick, and that's okay to be a dick. A little bit. A little bit of dickishness. Yeah, like that. Like, that's probably extremely unsafe, and yet it takes it. It allows it. Importing military vehicle. Yeah, there are layers of complication. There are layers of complication. So it would take some diplomacy or bribery with customs to make that happen. Let's get 2 more. One right over here. Now I'm assuming. Oh, that okay. So they can't go there. They have to go here specifically. I can't just fling these over into this yellow square. Hold up a little bit and move on. Up. Too much. And up. Not how, like, it goes red. But I bet if I press it... Oh, it does not allow it. Okay. Oh, I have the wrong target, I think. There we go. That should do it. Because it was trying to target the one underneath it. Get a Kinder Egg in there? You might as well. If you're going... Yeah. Stuff it full of a bunch of various contraband that is very much not allowed. Crane operators. Oh, I imagine, yeah, like a properly certified and like reasonably experienced crane operator would absolutely make bank. No question. No question. Watching the truck kind of teeter a little bit is concerning. It's a little concerning. This thing's a heavy bastard. No question, it's a heavy bastard. Look at that. One of my wheels isn't even on the vehicle. Which means what I'm doing is very, very safe and compliant with all of the agencies. Kaplunk. Yeah, you might as well, man. You might, if you're going through that level of trouble and or level of bribery and other illicit situations, like, you might as well fucking go for it, maybe. Don't you... Hey, who's the boss here? I'm fucking working here. I'm driving here. Forget about it. Hey, fuck you. Hey. Bada bing. Hey. Oh, wrong button. I don't know why, if I'm supposed to be role-playing as like a, you know, kind of blue collar trucker kind of person, I don't know why I would suddenly have like a New York Italian accent. This. Maybe what you're supposed to do is like have it be centered instead of. Although this seems dangerous. What if you fucking drop it? It collapses the cabin of the vehicle and you fucking die. But yeah, what you're probably supposed to do is not be driving around with this thing on the side, flying around. Oh, okay, we're pretty top heavy. All right, let's bring it in. Bring it in. There we go. Just trying to like have a more centered center of gravity, one that will not cause us to topple over and or catch on fire or be covered in piss, like I was saying earlier. And we fling that shit. And by fling, I mean just drop it lightly. There we go. We got 6 slabs. Return the slab or suffer my curse. And unlike multiple interconnected bases. Resources got to be stored. Very good. Task complete. Did I do good? Did Hobbit do good? Transfer resources. Loading area for transport. Right. Distract. Transfer resources. Okay, there we go. That was the last piece. Good.
Looks like you'll need to do some hauling. Take the cargo truck and load it up with the concrete slabs and steel beams. Then,
ooh, cargo truck.
Plant. And if you're in the mood for extra supplies, you could plot a route between the warehouse and the forward base. It's not essential, but it'll make things easier for you in the long run.
My guy really wants to grab that guy. He's like so excited. So an optional objective, you say? Side. We got that side objective. All right. Am I still in the way of the base? No. Oh, well, that one maybe. That one might be. So I need to move that one a second here. Go to the warehouse and forward base. Oh, but I don't know where the warehouse is. I gotta find that shit. So we gotta scout that out first. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. That sounds good. Gotta find the warehouse. And then bring some resources. Raise the wall before it hits. Yeah, hopefully there's no time thing. I don't see a timer on screen. Hopefully there's no situation of like, oh god, you took too long, Alex. Everyone's dead. You killed them, you fucking monster. Oh, by the way, Aaron, thank you for the nut. Thank you for the nut, buddy. Always nut for my friends. That's how we do it. That's how we fucking roll. We go back to the scouting vehicle. Way down here, and we're going... Not too far, but far enough. How large is this map? We're pretty fucking big. Pretty fucking big. Alright, so... vehicle... Enter that shit. Alright. I left the parking brake off this whole time because I like to live dangerously. Alright, so we learned that hauling is nifty with the Q button. That's the what they call it, like diff, like tire diff, and I'm not sure what it's short for. Tire differential equations, probably. Remembering my time in college. Back when I was like a relatively smart and could take high-level math classes and be okay, whereas nowadays I think it would probably shit my pants. It would shit my pants. And of course, here's we cleared a little path earlier, and by cleared a path, I mean I just made my own path. With all-wheel drive, there's no rules, baby! Let's go this way. Yeah, good. I wasn't sure if that was like a solid object. I shouldn't be surprised that it is. Should not be surprised. Differential... There we go. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Red Eagle would know this shit. Perfect. That's perfect. So it locks the tires and... Yeah, left and right. So they spin at the same RPMs. Is that a safe assumption, then, to say if I'm towing something, like I was doing earlier with the generator that I was dragging behind me, that differential lock system is a solid solution when you're hauling something or dragging something. So I'm sure that was not an isolated incident. I'm sure there's more where that came from. Also a bridge. Pretty cool. I find that sweet ass warehouse. The bumpy road. I mean every road is bumpy because there's no paved roads. It's all just dirt and mud. A dangerous combination. Look how muddy our vehicle is. It used to be so pristine. Now it's all grungy and gross. There's our destination. Good way to hand grenade. Okay, if you lock... Oh, wait. If you lock it under load on pavement. Okay. It works on pavement too. So here's this cool place. So I've got to plot a route rather. We'll probably use that as our entrance, or exit rather. So, let's take a look-see. By the way, I like how it's a little bit hard to tell, but I like how you can see the guy in the car, but the steering wheel does not move as you steer around, and his hands also do not move. His hands are not on the steering wheel. That is a nice detail. That's an appreciable lack of detail. It's fun. I enjoy. All right, so it's the side objective, warehouse, and forward base. That's what we're doing. Plot that shit. So warehouse to forward base. So it's a bit of a hole, but not too bad. So 2 circles, same diameter wheel, traveling that road. Outside wheel will spin less times. You lock the 2. and turn it, there will be jumps and bumps. Makes sense with the different sizes. Makes sense. I'll try to be careful about how I click, so I don't click into something that is dangerous. We'll probably just take that exact same road. So I will do my darndest not to click into areas that are unwise. And not, like, go over rough terrain. We kind of lucked out last time. We really didn't have any problems. The only problem I had was my AI dudes being assholes and honking at me when I'm over here, like, fucking doing the work, but goddamn. So rude. You have a bunch of weight in the situation, and that explains the hand grenading then. I've ascertained the source or the cause of said hand grenading. Ooh, should I take that outside road? Yeah, the outside road is... outside road sounds nice. These are going to be large trucks, so we'll give them nice wide turns. You know what? I don't want to hit that little tree thingy, so we'll just assume the AI will be able to handle that. I'm sure they've handled worse. If this is a straightaway path, that's a nice opportunity to just make it nice and simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it stupid, simple. Oh, too much, too much. There is a limit. About halfway there. Of course, this sure beats having to haul everything myself. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like a slow run of this game's campaign where like you never make a single route and to do everything manually? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna like do one of these. Do these gradual turns. There you go. You want to make it easy on the AI broskies. The AI broskies, they can only do so much. So they can only do exactly what you tell them. That's one of the first things I learned in college. And as a computer science major, it's like, you know, people talk about computers are so smart. It's like computers are dumb as shit. All they can do is precisely what you tell them. Verbatim. That's all you can do. I wonder if I can move those things out of the way. Or I could just say, fuck it. And just go over the water and hope for the best. That's mostly worked so far. Mostly. Surely we'll have no problems, right? Gone through about 50 plottages. And there we go. So let's dispatch the vehicles. The only one I'm concerned about is that one spot of water. Yeah, that's a pretty big vehicle, so I think it'll be okay. It's not like something with small tires or anything. I think those are capable, relatively capable. That's the side job there. Bring the resources. So I gotta go get the fancy vehicle, which is to say the cargo truck. Got the cargo boy. And I think I'm supposed to back up to get the stuff. Oh, handbrake, right. So I think I say, give me the steel beam so I can... But don't let them touch jet fuel. The jet fuel touches them, it all goes to fuck. We can't have that. So 3 slabs and 2 beams. Bots running Windows XP. I mean, there's like understandable anxiety with like AI and shit like that, but some of it is definitely overblown. No question. No question. So 3 slabs, 2 beams. Oh, I need 1 more concrete slab then. Oh, and I get to load it up. I get to load it up myself. That's kind of fun. So, which of course means I can just go back to the big fella and just grab 1 more thingy. Just grab one more slab. Slabberino. Track this guy. And find one more slabby. One more slabby. Don't make it too shabby. And then, of course, yeah, I'm gonna have to drop it into that shit. Grab this one. Go up a bit. Oh, too much, too much. Snag it. Actually, I'm gonna detach and lower that a little bit. Oh, that's as low as it goes. All right. Nope. No, not you. Not you. Yeah, you. Yes. Give it the face. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I tell myself this is the way to do it, but if I don't know, it seems like moving with this like over your own vehicle, like if those things snap, then you're fucking damaging your own vehicle a whole bunch. And if it's over the, you know, the cockpit, over the cabin, then you're asking for a bad time. All we need to do is just hoist it onto this fella. And actually, what I might even do is bring that fella around. So yeah, in fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park my ass right here. I can like grab stuff and just like whirl it around and drop shit right behind. So come back to this guy. Bring her around town. Oh, handbrake. Higher view counts. That is kind of weird, Will. Are you looking on like Twitch Tracker or Solely Gnome? Because when you get a raid, it should count. It should count things like, yeah, raid views versus just, you know, just views that happened of people just kind of wandering in. So it shouldn't differentiate, but it does differentiate when it comes to actually, yeah, maybe for the affiliate requirements it might. Although I don't know if the affiliate requirements have much for viewership requirements. I can't remember. I know it's like 50 followers and stream for a couple days in a row. Because for the longest time, for partnership applications... Oh, look at this fucker. Is he gonna honk at me? He's not gonna honk at me. Hey, we got the thing, by the way. Got the side objective. For the longest time, Twitch was weird when it came to partnership applications. They would not include raid views that came from raids. But now they claim that they do, at least. So I would assume it'd be the same for affiliates as well. Alright. This one go... yeah. Yeah. Oh, wrong way. It's opposite the way I'm looking right now. It's stuck. Oh, I see what happened. It's not connected, actually. So it dropped. That's weird. So you can't... I guess maybe that is how it should work, where you can't drop the vehicle, or you can't turn the vehicle off. Oh shit. Hold on. You can't turn the vehicle off while you have something held. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably good enough. So hoink it. And then up. Uppies. And will it reach? I think I can go any higher, unfortunately. Bonk. Bonk. Move the camera. I wonder, like, will it snap to, or does it have to land and settle? I can zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna drop it and see if it, like, attaches. It does not attach. All right. Okay. We gotta be smart about this. All right, let me... Well, we know that we can't... I can grab the vehicle. No, I was gonna grab this thing. Actually, let me get this... Let me lower this thing down a little bit. Easier to grab. Because, yeah, we know if we attach and then pull up and then just kind of hang out and leave, it'll get fucky. All right, so if we know it's going to be kind of in that shape, that kind of like, you know, kind of being lengthways like this, then I should park this thing. It would also be vertical. They did reduce the requirements. Yeah. What's up, Shock Value? You played some SnowRunner. So yeah, you've seen this kind of game before. I'm sure you've probably heard this game is not nearly as detailed. Like the level of simulation is not quite as hardcore. This is more of a normies spin tires or SnowRunner kind of game. How effective are the anchors? I have no idea. I don't even know if it has anchors. Hopefully it does. All I know is... Oh, toggle anchors. Here we go. 7. Oh, that's how you keep it from falling over. I had moments earlier where I nearly fell over, and that's how you do it. Yeah, mud runners or in spin tires, those games look cool, but probably not for me. I don't know if I have the patience or discipline for those to make those happen. They do seem pretty cool. So the level of simulation is very impressive and extremely intimidating. All right. Doesn't that be... I mean, ideally, I get it, like, pretty much on the money. Zoom out a little bit more. Probably good, right? I really do want to get it nice and flat. That's... Drop it. Woo! 1/6. We gotta get, what was it? 1/5. 2 more concrete slabs, and then... Oh, the beams will be easy, actually. I think the beams will be easier. SnowRunner is kind of agitating. It's interesting because I was reading reviews for this game, and so many of the reviews that were positive were saying this game is really cool, but the negative reviews frequently focused on SnowRunner, saying SnowRunner is so much better. Holy shit. And I think the reality is that's not better, it's just different. You know, the SnowRunner is way more detailed. SnowRunner is, yeah, more of the, like, simulation, like, hardcore level shit. Whereas this is, like, relative baby mode. So, you know, the kind of person that loves SnowRunner would see this and go, ugh, this is nothing. This is a baby game. What the fuck? Can I go down any further? I cannot. Let's see if we can just make this one work. It's good to see you, by the way, Skull Basher. But yeah, it's one of those things where I look at a game like SnowRunner, I look at a game like Spin Tires, Mud Runner, and I go, you know what? That's awesome. I'm glad this exists, but it's probably not for me. You know, not every game has to be an Alex game. Not every game has to be the kind of thing I'm into. Some games are just like, you know what? Too much. Some games are like, you know what? I'm glad this is here. I'm glad folks are vibing with it, but not sure it's for old Alex. Right? It's like stuck underneath something. Okay. Actually, what I might even do is... Alright, I can't actually raise it up anymore. Try this again. I think I can clear it. Yeah. Oh, we're good now. We're fucking Gucci in the coochie. Too much. Come back. Pretty good. So, I'm going to go up. I don't like how it's at a slight angle. What can I do about this? This. Oh, I'm fucking gaming. There we go. Alright, so one more. It's satisfying feeling yourself getting good. This probably is a very boring stream game, so I wouldn't blame people if they were falling asleep here. But I'm having a fun time. SnowRunner can eat my ass. Alright, so we got 2 SnowRunner antagonists that say, yo, fuck that game. Yeah, it's not a game I have any interest in playing, so it's not my, I have no dog in that fight. But the dog I do have is saying, this game's fun. This game is neat. Yoink it. There we go. And then up. Go for uppies. Driving game in sheep's clothing. I mean, it's just the level of shit they have you do in that game just seems fucking wild. Oh, we're going over. We're going over. All right. All right. What do I do about this? Anchors. Anchors away. Save me, anchors. Strangely, honestly, yeah, I fixed it. All right, anyway. This thing do be heavy. Do be heavy. Move it up. Go up. Try to clear the cabin and everything else so we don't fucking kill the driver. Although if the driver's smart, he's not inside the vehicle right now. I would not trust this shit with a 10-foot pole. Or a 10-foot mobile winch. Mobile crane thing. You know what? It occurs to me we might not be able to do this in one fell swoop. Maybe I have room. I could do maybe one of these beams, but I don't want to overload this thing and then have a goddamn sad time. Mud Runner's pretty cool and there's good mods for it. Nice. But you did enjoy it, though. You did enjoy it. Okay, that's good. After SnowRunner, hard to go back, though. I especially if you got a lot of time in that game. If you got a lot of time in SnowRunner, or Mud Runner, but probably specifically SnowRunner based on what the reviews were saying, I could see how that's like, yeah, anything even a little bit more simpler is going to pale in comparison. Can I get this first guy? Yeah, I want to get that guy. So let's go. That's as low as it goes. I could probably like drop in the side if I can get, man, it'd be so cool if I can get them all in one fell swoop. But this is like the construction version of maybe doing an ill-advised attempt of getting all your groceries in one haul. Oh, well, for one thing, we have to park the truck differently now. As you can see, even if I raise this thing up, yeah, it'd be trickier to get it to line up vertically. What's up, Lewis? The Tetris... Oh, yeah, Drop Dutchie. Well, I'll stream more of it in the future, probably. The Dare Drop campaign for that game did end, unfortunately. Can I rotate? Can I rotate? Vertical load rotation. Dude, I'm such a dumbass. I didn't realize there was a rotate function this whole time. Could have made this easier for myself. But Lewis, if you squint your eyes, this kinda is like Drop Dutchie, you know? Really? Let's think about this. You know, the Tetris game we were playing the other day. You're dropping Tetris blocks, trying to fill spaces. Look at me. I'm trying to drop a steel beam to fill out the space in that teeny little baby gap in between the concrete slabs. So really, if you really squint your eyes real close together, it's pretty much Drop Dutchie. It's pretty much Tetris. This is gonna work like a glove. Oh baby, oh baby, it's too easy. And when I say it's too easy, I mean the game it makes this easier for you than I think a lot of other games would. It very much smooths over some of those rougher details that games like SnowRunner thrive on. You know, this game kind of like is a little bit more chill. Oh, button. Oh, I apparently made another one happen. Oh, because I pressed that button by accident. Yeah, so I just want to grab one more. Lower that thing. Okay, I didn't mean to spawn another. Over here, and... you know, I'm actually going to drive... you know what? No, I'm not. I'm drop driving forward, especially because my anchors are still away. Can reach. Then, there we go. Grab it. And hoy. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Our truck's not squatting yet. I was not so much worried about the load. I was more worried about, like, being able to find space for it, but we're cooking. We're cooking, man. We're cooking. You can strap your load? Oh, that's good to know. That actually would make me feel better, because I was worried we did not have straps. I was worried we did not have that as an option, so thank you for pointing that out, Red Eagle. That's very helpful. Oh, shit. That was high enough. Not high enough. I think it goes real high. What the fuck? Up a bit more. Get them rotations. A little tick. That's pretty good. I'm gonna bring this back. Drop it. I think we Gucci. It's kind of hanging out. But if we strap it down, I don't think we have anything to worry about. I probably don't have to be micromanaging necessarily, but it would make me feel better to just like nudge it a little bit. Which is when I say nudge, I mean pull a little bit. Perfect. That's all I wanted. Lewis says, you can see the comparisons in my confidence. Well, my confidence may be slightly unearned. My confidence may be slightly unearned, but sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. It auto places exactly. Yeah. The auto placement of things is pretty nifty. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I don't know if I really have to worry about this, but I'm gonna grab this real quick. Gonna get up real quick, and in OSHA compliance, I'm going to drive with this dangerously close. Oh, wrong way. I got wrong way, shit. Dangerously close to the cabin. And I'm going to anchors away. I'm just gonna replace this thing while it's moving. There we go. Just so it's back in our stores. All right, cool. And then strap cargo. Bam. Hell yeah. We're strapped, baby. We're strapped. All right, where are we going? Where are we dropping? Going to the phosphate plant. Easy goddamn piece. I'm just gonna follow my bro. Oh. Follow this guy. We're gonna arrive. They're gonna say, holy shit, you do that in one go? Alex, you're so cool. We're gonna say, Alex, you wild stallion. You untamable wild stallion. What a cool gamer. Maybe those will be their words. He's gonna follow this guy. He seems like he knows what he's doing. These AI dudes have run these parts enough times. I can just follow them and it'll carry me to victory. The fame and glory and crafting of roads. I bet the person that tied down this cargo, he was like, wow, that placement in the truck bed was so professional, I hardly had to tie anything on. Goddamn, what a cool dude. We're gonna ask what took so long. Yeah, we were watching the crane operator. It looked like he was spending... I mean, I don't know how the time passes in this game, if it does, but if it works like in this game how it does in others, where like a minute equals like an hour in game time. It's like you spent 7 hours just really micromanaging the placement of the steel beams. He kept saying something about he didn't want the jet fuel to melt the steel beams. I don't fucking know. Me being a green horn. My horn is very green. My horn is very green. I can confirm. And personally confirm a green horn. We're going, right? Yeah. I shouldn't block this path. They'll honk at me. They'll get very angry. 30 hours on PS5 SnowRunner, 175 on PS4. Is there much of a difference? That's probably a dumb question, but is the PS5 version enhanced at all? Or is it like basically the same game? Probably like similar graphics maybe. 18 hours on Roadcraft. Oh, so you've already like done all this stuff before, Skull. Go Basher. There we go. Got that crane, baby. There we go. We can reflect on our work.
The storm's coming in fast, So we need to get that flood wall up. Actually,
The Great Wall of North Africa.
I'm safe back at HQ, but the folks in that town aren't. So, good luck.
All right. Now we probably get to fuck with cranes, don't we? Look, it's in a book. Give me one sec, friends. I need to use the restroom. I need to use the restroom because I'm having a good old time. I'm gaming, but I also slurp this entire Dr. Pepper. Zero sugar Dr. Pepper with strawberries and cream. One of my favorites. I'm gonna go take a bathroom break. We'll finish up this level. How's that sound? Be right back, friends. Okay, friends, let's get back to it. And as a reminder, we do have the dare drop challenges that we're working towards. In fact, here is a link for anybody curious if you want to take a look at what dares we are working on. For those unfamiliar, dare drop is one of my actually it is my favorite of the key distribution sites that streamers and YouTubers and content creators can use to like apply for review keys for games. Because full disclosure, I got a review key for this game. I did not buy it. I was able to get a free copy so long as I promised to stream it a couple times. And one of the nice things with Dare Drop is, in addition to getting a free review key for streaming it, you can apply for, they call them dares. They're basically like achievements or kind of just challenges to accomplish. And if you complete those dares before a certain deadline, you get extra game keys to give away to viewers. And one that I have, here, I'll tab back to the game real quick, is to, I know you can't see the screen right now, throw a vehicle with the crane grab so that it lands on its wheels. I'm assuming that crane grab can include the crane we were just using, the mobile crane. But it might also mean this other thing. Because I'm guessing we're using this, we're using the crane now. We get to deliver some stuff. Oh, never mind. Maybe the cranes will just kind of auto work. No, use the tower cranes. There we go. To deliver objects. Right there. All right, so let's track them. Red Eagle says, kind of, yeah, nurse vibes. Yeah, Kelly, yes, exactly. Right. Yeah, I could very much see those vibes or hear those vibes in the dialogue she gives. But can I hop into the crane? That's where I am right now. Yes. Open objective. Is tracked. Yes. Oh, maybe I... Oh, wait. Vehicles? Here we go. Here we go. Enter vehicle. Alright, so... I'm actually going to go into the other one. There we go. So can I pick up the vehicle that I just used and fling that motherfucker such that it lands on... You know what? You know what? If I'm flinging anything, I gotta fling the scout vehicle. Where's my scout fella? Scout boy's way down here. We can make it happen. It's worth the trip because he's a lighter vehicle. Flinging the cargo one, that'll be messy. Flinging this thing, this is where the real gamers are at. So let's go back this way. Oh, I probably shouldn't just go as the crow flies. I should probably be smart about this. Random, like, pleasant country roads music. Oh, oh, that's awesome, Red Eagle. You were an EMT back in the day? I have a number of friends that are either nurses or used to be, or like, you know, they were nurses in a past life before they changed careers, or EMTs, that kind of thing. And every once in a while, you know, you get them in the right mood, they might share some stories. And there are some fucking stories, as I'm sure you've got them too. I'm sure you've got them too. I won't ask you to share anything you're not comfortable with, obviously, but every once in a while you'll get them in a mood to talk shop. And in those instances, it's always enlightening to listen. You do miss it though. Oh, like, yeah, I had it, like, was an injury. Made you change careers. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure that was frustrating to experience. EMT work it's hard and let's be real, often thankless work. That shit is hard fucking... it's a hard line of work to be in. As I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know already. Yeah, that shit is hard on people's bodies. And psyche as well. Some harrowing shit out there for sure. Ran with the fire company, so yeah, I'm sure you were hauling shit. Having to move quickly, having to, like, load stuff onto heavy machines, load them off machines. Time always being of the essence. I mean, yeah, no fucking wonder. That shit's gonna be hard on your joints. Yeah, I'm sure that is just the nature of the game, but I'm sure that was frustrating. Got a ways to go before we arrive, but we'll get there before we know it. Just remember, we're in all-wheel drive, which means we can just drive anywhere. Drive up, just Skyrim up the side of a mountain. Ooh, I'm going too fast. Going too fast. No fishtailing. I can see it in the distance. The yellow beams. Now, when I'm using my GPS, I don't, you know, to go somewhere. And, you know, for me, it's a little bit different. Driving an all-wheel drive on unpaved roads before hurricane versus me driving to the gas station in my Toyota Prius. They're a little bit slightly different situations, but yeah, I don't get the cool yellow bars in the distance. In real life, which is disappointing. Still hear the tones, that's right. Yeah, like it's ingrained into you, man. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It's like it's like muscle memory, I'm sure. You hear like your phone makes a noise, it's kind of like it. I'm sure that is drilled into your DNA after like a certain amount of time of doing it. And it's like it's that kind of work where time is of the essence, you know, it's life or death sometimes. So not only is it drilled into your brain, but it's like the criticality of it is so, just seems so demanding. So I respect the hell out of you for still having that dedication built into you. That takes discipline. Even though I'm sure to you it's probably annoying at times, but I think it's badass. All right, here we go. So let's park this much lighter vehicle in a nice open space. Like right here. And yes, a handbrake. There we go, handbrake. I'm responsible sometimes. This guy, we're gonna move. I'm just gonna park him right. Oh, handbrake, right. And I will not carve a hole in the building, the side of this building's wall. so it's out of the way. By default, I want to like press E to get out of the vehicle and walk on foot over to the other vehicle, but this is not Grand Theft Auto. Oh, right, not this. We're doing the crane. When they talk about in the Dare Drop challenge, the exact wording. Let me scroll up so I can take a quick look-see. The exact wording, just so I'll make sure I'm using the right vehicle, or a valid vehicle at least. With the crane grab, throw a vehicle with the crane grab. I assume that could potentially include this. I assume this could mean either the mobile crane or the big crane. I want to go up east. There we go. Doubles in size every 30 seconds. Oh boy, yeah, 2 minutes, right, yeah, then another 60. So by that time, it is already... Oh, that's fucking terrifying, man. Get the car further up. So yeah, so by the time you get the call, like, you already know, like, this is beyond go time. This is already emergency mode. I mean, it's literally an emergency, but, like, yeah, this is, like, so fucking dire. By the time you get the notification and you're able to get to kind of rally and get where you need to be. Yeah, that's, yeah, no pressure, right? No pressure, not at all. How do I lower? There we go. Get it nice and low. How low can you go? Okay, not that low. Too much, too much. So we'll grab it. Attach. Yeah. And then... Oh, raise it. All right. So we need to fling it in such a way where it still lands on its tires. How hard could that be, right? This absolutely is OSHA compliant, right? Is there a way to rotate faster so it makes it stupider? Probably not. All right, here we go. Detach load and 3, 2, 1. Just kidding. Now. Oh! Oh, it didn't land on its tires. All right, we gotta try again. We gotta try again. But you know what? That's okay. It'll be funnier, potentially, to grab it from its... Oh, can I grab it upside down? Nah, let's not do that. That's too much. Too much, Alex. Up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. We'll do this a couple times. We'll do it until we get it. Oh, it grabbed it normally. I wanted to grab it on its side like silly. That's kind of cool. You could lower or... Oh, that's a neat. So you don't have to, like, grab it at a certain distance. You can rotate the load if you wanted to. Not much. It's a very slow rotation. Crane rail movements. Z. Oh, that's dope! That's cool as fuck. All right, so yeah, let's do that to help encourage more momentum. Abso-goddamn-lutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. All right, so... Here we go. Here we go. Wait, hold on. How do I do it? It was X. Oh, Z. There we go. All right. All right, car, get ready to land nice and easy. Woo! How's upset? Oh! Ah, damn. All right. Unfortunately, throwing it in the exact same manner, had it land in the exact same manner. Who could have fucking foreseen this? What's the best way to fling this in a way that it does land properly? Maybe I need to have it, like, bounce against something else. Attach. And then go up. Oh, whoops. Oh, no, that one. Is it T? Yes. Yeah. And then boom, farther out. Ooh, that's a good idea. We could do that. That would potentially build up more momentum. Yeah, let's go back up. Let's do all the above. Do Lewis's idea. So let's extend the ropies. How deep can it go? It can go pretty fucking deep. That's too much. I want to be able to clear this fucking thing. All right. Here we go, and it's Z. There we go. Okay, we might still bang into that wall. And there we go. All right, we It works. It works. It wasn't the most, I mean, it wasn't going to be the most exciting amount of how you slice it. But there we go. And now let's actually accomplish the actual objective. Which is to say, grab those things. Here, let's go over this way. Scoot this way. Swing over. Oh, that's a good point. We could have gone the other direction. So I wouldn't have to have worried quite so much about slapping into the buildings. Which I guess is frowned upon. I guess breaking into buildings is frowned upon. Didn't push the boom out as far. Not as far, yeah. There was definitely room to get going. That's okay. Actually, I'm not sure if I can reach from there. I might have to use the other one. Okay, so... Extendo, changeo. And then... Wrong one. Yes, yes. Oh, whoops. No, it is... Oh, R and F. There we go. There we go. Can I get all 4 corners? Hopefully I can, right? Huh. Yeah, maybe not. Can I get all 4 corners? That's okay. It's swinging. Boop. Hoist. Alright. Building up this wall. Now, the nice thing is I think I've seen kind of what this looks like. So the game is pretty generous. Not making it seem like it's got to be like perfect and exactly on the money. As long as they're pretty close, it'll kind of meet you halfway, which is nice. Oh. Yeah, rotation. There we go. Yeah, rotates this much easier. The car rotation was a lot slower. This one's pretty chill. I think that's good enough. Actually, let's just do this. And detach. You see, it's like once you get the green, like you're close enough. You're close enough. This game does a pretty good job of not really forcing you to need to get perfect. So once again, that's the thing that I like about this game, but others that maybe prefer a proper simulator experience might kind of see as like a kind of lame, you know, like they want that fine granular level of detail. Where I'm over here like, bro, I don't really mind going for slight easy mode. It means less minutia. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Swing it back around. More satisfying. If it was like magnetic necessarily. That would be like, yeah, that'd be like, that would involve a little bit more work for the player, but not too much. That'd be like a good middle ground, potentially. But no, I don't mind it one bit that it's like, you know, you've reached enough of the parameters. It's close enough. Here you go. We're just going to give this one to you. Oh, wrong button. And then that button. It is F. F to pay respects and also to lower down. And yeah, the fact that it's that close, it's just kind of giving it to you. And for some reason, I thought I had to do it in a certain order, but that was incorrect. I can almost make them kiss. Mwah. Make them kiss. Now kiss. They're called snatch blocks. 6 at the hook. But, yeah, 4... Oh, wait. 4 blocks on the back strapping. Let's see, I'm looking what that could be referring to, because I'll confess I'm not familiar with the terminology. You mean like on the tip that I'm controlling right now versus the back, like on the opposite side? Also, I'm gonna go ahead and let's do this one first. Oh, but I gotta go more this way. Let's zoom on over. Go ahead and lower her down. The rear of the crane. Oh, yeah. Those guys. I see. Grab it. And hoist. I'd be curious. I know I say this with every goddamn game I play, but I'd be kind of cool to see a speedrun of this game. Trying to find like the quickest and sloppiest but most efficient way of completing objectives like this. Like somebody finding like the right angle to just fling the shit and have it just land where it needs to. Like, especially this part right here, which is pretty generous. Oh, I keep going the wrong way. There we go. People chucking things. Yeah, yeah, exactly it. Chucking it and then just hoping for the best. But having it be precise. Hoping for the best because they know their shit. There we go. And yoink. Give the old yoinkarino. Yeah, the snatch block is referring to, yeah, the stuff at the rear of the crane, yeah. Because I see the wire apparatuses. Do I know what the snatch block is or how it works? I don't. I'll confess, I have zero experience with heavy machinery. The heaviest machine I have ever operated in my life is my Toyota Prius. No, I'm a white collar sucker. I'm a software guy, so yeah, this game is very cool, but it is far outside my level of expertise. I mean, I can guess, you know, with like some of these kinds of things. But yeah, I'll confess, like the stuff on the rear, that series of wires and the hooks that's connected to, no idea what that's for. No idea what that's for. I'd have to peruse some literature, some instruction manuals. It's just, oh, it's a pulley. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never heard that term before, snatch block. But yes, pulleys make more sense. And I mean, there's a lot of that kind of thing going on right now. I'm gonna go up a little bit more. Two or more pulleys combined together. Gotcha. Okay. I just noticed the guy, but if you hover the camera like so, it looks like he's floating in midair. Get that, just a little bit of transparency. Alright, and then a rotato. Rotato, potato. And then bring her in. And no punishments for the fact that I'm like banging into the walls or anything. Alright, reinforce the shoreline. All is good in the hood. Go complete. Is that the final objective for this mission? I think it might have been.
Jeez Louise, that was a close one. I was worried you weren't going to pull it off. If you keep this up,
I never doubted it.
Getting optimistic, at least for the company's stocks. They've been crashing lately, but you might have just turned the tide.
Us
now,
individually save the day.
Feel good. Well, savor it for all it's worth. Talk to you later.
Oh. All right. Keeps the crane from toppling forward. There you go. There you go. Like your mother. Yamada. Complete the main objectives. New maps are available. We could stay on the side map and finish side activities. I don't know if we have much side activities. If any. I have nothing. So I don't know if that means we could like discover more. But I think I'm okay to go on to the next thing. So back to the hub. Hubba. What's up, Anthony? Anthony says, oh, I've been activated. That's usually how my brain works, Anthony. I tend to latch on to the wrong kind of thing. And by wrong, I mean enjoyable. Rebuild expansion. I was gonna say, I think the key I got for this game included some of these things. I did not get the 4K texture pack because I don't have like a billion gigabytes open in storage, nor do I have like an amazing graphics card to handle it. I've got a pretty good graphics card. I'd like to think it's been doing pretty well tonight, but I don't have all the stuff, obviously. No need for all the stuff. So it's getting pretty late. I'm not going to be able to do all this, but I want to do a little bit of this map just to see what it entails. I know this game autosaves pretty often. So there is flooding. This is probably where we actually get to, wait for it, craft roads. I know, Roadcraft, you actually craft roads? Who can imagine? Resources to collect? Hell yeah, baby. Our trusty Minuteman. You know, my wife calls me the Minuteman sometimes. Because I'm dependable. It wasn't that like the Minutemen, that was like a term for like Revolutionary War era, like militia men, like people who would quickly be ready to act within a minute's notice, because I'm dependable. Has nothing to do with my premature ejaculation. Nothing at all. Back in North Africa. How'd it go? Did we save the day with that wall we built? Or is shit still kind of fucked? There we are. It's the same map, but slightly different, I think. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a different area completely, but it seems fairly familiar.
Looks like our hard work paid off. The storm's passed and the town's still standing. Still, we better check for damage. I've marked your...
Anthony says, why not both? Let's find the area foist. My fucking degenerate brain sees this contraption. I go, yo, if I hit that real fast, can I clear the water? No. No, you can't, Alex. But I want to try it. But I wanna. An ill-advised jump attempt. Make it to the harbor. How far are we talking? 75? That's not too bad. That's not too far. We got it. Wonder what kind of fun vehicles we're gonna get to commandeer. I'd be lucky. Yeah, if I'd be lucky to clear the wall, I would not get very far. It would be a little bit on the messy side. I don't suppose I have them. Oh, I have a decent bit of the map known. Somewhere there, yeah. I might just want to go that bridge, unless the bridge is not... I mean, that looks fine. So I could do that, or I could just hope to the high heavens that there's a bridge up here. But, I should probably stick with the devil I know. Let's go the other way, then. Now that I'm seeing the reality of our situation. Do I gamble the unknown? Do I, stick with the devil you know, as they say? I think... we don't have a mini-map, and I don't really... I'm kind of glad we don't have a mini-map. Kind of refreshing. Yeah, I think if I just head south... I do have a compass, right? Yes. Head south, that'll take me where we need to be. Driving's pretty real. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, Anthony. I feel like the driving is like pretty on point. They do give you all-wheel drive controls. What's the one that Red Eagle was telling me about? The differential tire locks as an option. You can well, there's this thing here. Oh, not that one. This one. It tells you how deep the terrain goes before you like overcommit to something that is unwise. You know, if it's like overflooded like it is right now. Gotta be careful at, you know, what paths I take. There's low... You can downshift. This is kind of nice. In case that comes up. So yeah, all-wheel drive. Boop. There we go. And kind of use this little thing to kind of gauge how scary things are looking. Clear that, right? Oh yeah. Said confidently before realizing how out of pocket he is. You know, I'm just gonna go over this way. It's so muddy. It's so moist. I just broke a bunch of branches. I saw wood splinters fly up. Oh, on that guy. There we go. Yep, that works too. Just fucking break it. That works too. All right. Easy. Differential locks is what they're called. Here's the placement for a new bridge you could build at some point. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if we look, there will probably be something. There'll probably be something. I mean, there's like a little baby, like, well, actually, I don't know. That's a pretty big cliff drop off. So yeah, there will probably be like some options for that eventually. And hopefully the tutorial will, you know, kind of let us get into that when the time comes. The map overview is good. Yeah, I mean, personally, I try to maybe not rely on mini-maps in games too much, because knowing me, if I have a mini-map, like in Grand Theft Auto, I'm just going to stare at it the whole time when I'm trying to navigate and trying to find my way. And if I'm just staring at the mini-map, I'm not appreciating the scenery. I'm not, like, naturally starting to learn... not starting to naturally learn the, like landmarks to watch for. If you see the pile of crates, you've gone too far, you know, that kind of thing. Oranges. Nice. Clearly, we're in Florida. You know, North Africa, comma, Florida. There's all these orange trees. That means we're in Florida, obviously. So, you know, I kind of like the fact that where it's like, no, I have a map. I have to, like, you know, whip out and look at it from time to time, as opposed to just being like, oh, yeah. And even like map markers like this, that, you know, to a lesser degree, I find myself sometimes just looking at the map marker. Oh, okay, maybe that was unwise. Now, the good news is if you find yourself fucked like this, there is a restart option. Did I try to dig myself out? Because I done fucked myself real good. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Here, what if I do this one? This one. All right, restart. Recover, rather. Boop. Select where? Recovery area? Oh, it drags me. You gotta get good. Okay, you don't. It doesn't just like place you by the side. It's like, all right, start again, bro. All right, so I have to not be a shitter. I have to be some kind of smart, which is not as fun. Now I might just be able to winch this thing open. Can I winch this? No. Can I just fucking bop it? Bop it. I sure can. Now, where does this lead me? It's the same general area. That's fine. Don't be a shitter, Alex. What I might do to avoid the heavily flooded areas is take the long way home. So I think I might do one of those. I could probably, like, plot points if I wanted to. Yeah, place marker. So if I wanted to, I could do that. I don't know if I want to right now, but at some point eventually. No point in looking for landmarks in Grand Theft Auto. I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Maybe, I mean, landmarks might not be the right word for it, but like noteworthy buildings or neighborhoods or just kind of points that you can point to and say, oh, I recognize where this is. I know the, I don't know, fucking convenience store is next to that gun store, and the strip club where that guy offers me the mission is right next door. Like those kinds of things. So maybe not landmarks, but just key locations you can kind of key into and just you begin to intuit these things over like repeated exposure versus staring at the map. I'm not seeing the cool graphics. I'm not paying as much attention to the rest of the game. It's just a personal thing. I'm not saying that like doing the plot points and looking at map markers is bad or anything. It's a thing I try to personally avoid if I can help it. Object scanner's pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. Like LiDAR, that kind of thing. It is cool. I don't know how realistic it is, but it is pretty neat. Every so often. One of our buddies earlier, he pointed out it kind of reminded him of Death Stranding. We do have a winch. We do have a winch. So we could have rescued this car with the mobile crane, for instance. So we could have done that if we really wanted to. Let's see how we do. And so now we're going south. More, yeah. Okay. This way. Yo, what's up, Leo? Said try Q and E if nothing else. Oh, Q and E together. That's a good point. I could have tried that. We were pretty stuck, so I kind of gave up. But you're right. There were other options, potentially. Let's just take the high road. Yeah, I thought the exact same thing because it's not as quick, but less scary, less fucky. We got YTK over on YouTube. What's up, bud? look at the map for the shops. Well, like I said, if I'm trying to minimize looking at the map, to me, it's like, it reminds me of how I start to recognize things in real life. You know, if I'm not relying on my GPS all the time, it forces my brain to try to remember key things. You know, it tries to recognize the area. It's like, yeah, I could look at the map, I could place markers, I could do that, but to me, it's more fun and more immersive, and dare I say, more realistic if I try to not rely on it. Now, if I'm lost, or if I'm like, oh shit, I don't know where to go next, or where was that thing, you know, I'm not gonna torture myself. I'll still whip it out. but I think trying to lean into not always having to be the first thing I go for has helped me, at least. What if this is GTA 6, asks Leo. Yeah, this is I got the leaked dev build for GTA 6. But they forgot to implement the whole, like, you know, walking around thing, so you just teleport from vehicle to vehicle. But they nailed the, like, building stuff, you know, because Grand Theft Auto, you're building stuff all the time, right? You're doing construction jobs. This is just that one extremely specific... Oh, red barrels. Somebody shoot that red barrel so it explodes real quick. Yeah, because GTA, you're always, like, building stuff and doing construction jobs. Maybe that's what this game is. This is just like a testing ground for the construction jobs you can take in that game. Because in GTA 5 and other games, you can do the ambulance stuff. You can be a fireman, volunteer guy with the fire trucks. You can do the taxi stuff. So this is just an extremely, extremely detailed construction job mode you can get in GTA 6 that has not been leaked to the public yet. There we go. Alex, why are you driving so slow? Believe it or not, I am W keying right now. I am flooring it, but the uneven terrain and the fact that we're in all-terrain or all-wheel drive is very much a factor here. So, like, now it's a more even, a more smooth road. Now we're going downhill. Now it's a little bit easier. But no, I can assure you, I have been flooring it as much as I can, at least, up until now. Of course, I'm stopped right now. I think I would actually rather go back. Yeah. Yep. Because that's Death City. Is there a horrible delay? No, it takes me a while to get caught up on chat sometimes. If you've been here before, you know sometimes I fall behind in chat. I have to get caught up again. Are barrels a danger point? Oh, I don't think they are. I mean, maybe they are, but it was mostly just me joking around. Because, you know, in video games, red barrel means you can shoot it and it explodes, but it doesn't always work that way. Got stuck on something. Well, let's back it up. I guess the leaves are like a physical object. Wow, yeah. To be honest, I'm just, you know, video game sense, I was just like, oh, I could just go around these things. But they have a mass. Oh, come on. Yeah, like, so in this case right here, like, I am W keying, like, we're holding it down as far as we can go, but yeah, I think when this kind of uneven terrain, with the tires struggling to, like, hold a grip for very long, that does explain why it does slow down. Is chat moving very fast? I mean, not fast, not that fast, obviously. It just, sometimes I get excited and I want to like ruminate on something, or I have thoughts I want to offer. And then as I'm offering thoughts and I'm gabbing, flapping my gab, chat starts piling up. Yeah, this is GTA 6 roleplay. That's right, yeah. Yeah, this is my RP server. If you break character, you're banned forever. I would never. Maybe I should do this thing where I, like, get too overconfident and shit on the floor again. Keep water. I'm not worried. Should I be worried? Maybe. But I'm not worried. Have I tried first-person mode? Not a whole lot. I like being able to see. I mean, first-person mode, it's cool. Music albums. Ah, yes. What's the button to change the radio station? But yeah, then it's like, oh god, it's kind of hard to see over the dash. So I don't know. I kind of like being able to see. It's not very realistic, being able to see the third-person view, but it is pretty nice utility. Why am I on the load road again? I figure like this one's like relatively chill. Yeah, it's like I saw that like this mostly wasn't super flooded, so at like just a few spots I was feeling pretty confident. We will want to go around this, so I'm gonna try to hop in this little dry area, little dry zone. Yeah, I was sticking mostly to the dry road, but then my overconfidence took over. Conveniently, there's this one spot on the wall that was taken out. That's the thing. That's also the other thing too, Augusto. It's like, oh shit, look at this. Can I not make that turn? No, I can make it. I can make it. But yeah, the realism of unless I can adjust the seat, then I'm not. Yeah, being able to not see over the dash, too fucking real, man. Too real. I think we're okay. Here, before I commit to this too hard, I think we could do this. Once again, my overconfidence. Could it possibly be my undoing? That would never happen. Name one time my overconfidence led to me being hoisted by my own petard. In the last 5 minutes. It never happens. It never happens. There's the bridge.
At least this bridge is still in one piece. We had to move our operations before the storm. We needed to get to that harbor, so it had to be lowered. I was a bit worried about it, storm and all.
I wasn't worried. Not one bit. Yeah, the wheel and pedal setup, like a physical device. Some people got that HOTAS setup, which is, I mean, no, they're expensive, but they are impressive. Very impressive. We gotta hoist our way up this way. I'm just gonna assume this road is the one we want. Am I sitting on a stack of phone books? Jokes on you, Augusto. I'm sitting on a stack of phone books right now. Now, it is always fun whenever I take my car in for an oil change or to get worked on for anything, because 9 times out of 10 I will have a mind to like just physically like press the setting to move the seat back, because of course I'm a short drink of water, right? Short glass of water, so I'm not as close to the front as possible, but pretty up close. I'm like pretty up close to the top, to the front, and also the seat is raised up a bit, obviously, because again I'm short. So usually if I take my car in for an oil change or something like that, I will have the presence of mind to lower it and also push it back to like normal person dimensions. But sometimes I'll forget and then I'll get back in the car after they're done and I'll be like, oh right, a normal person was in this car for a second. I have to like adjust everything. So yeah, that is my reality. Got the DJI Mini, Red Eagle. Follow feature, that's cool. Oh, that's actually sick. That's actually dope. Oh god, where the fuck is this going? Oh dear god, this looks like a disaster. Alright, well, maybe the other road is the option then. Yep, seems like that's the key, because that's a little bit of a danger zone. I mean, listen, all-wheel drive is great, but I don't know if all-wheel drive is going to get me out of that. Let's check that other road real quick. Maybe that's a higher road. Where do you get those phone books? I haven't gotten a phone book in the mail in at least 10 years. Well, 7 years. Yeah, probably 7 years. That's all I got a phone book in the mail. Now, granted, I've only lived in this address for 2.5 years, but yeah, I would get a phone book every once in a blue moon at not at the condo that I lived, but at the apartment I lived before the condo. Every once in a blue moon, I'd get a phone book at that apartment, but not so much the other spots. Just get a baby booster, Alex. Now, shockingly enough, I don't think they make baby boosters for the driver's seat. It's almost like they don't want babies to drive cars. Ugh, so inconsiderate. Just explore around. Well, that's the beauty. This is the first objective. Oh, you mean the previous mission? I mean, you do the previous mission exploring around. I mean, we could have. I'm just following the tutorial. And we need to gain some altitude, some elevation. For now, I'm gonna take the grassy area and big rock. That was a landslide? Yeah, that was absolutely a landslide, no question. A full foot shorter. Oh, there you go. Your knees up to your ears. Yeah, I've heard the exact same joke. It's like, my knees are inside my ears, Alex. What the fuck? The rare occasion when, like, really, the only person that really ever drives my car on a somewhat regular basis is my wife, and she's shorter than I am. Which is great because when she does drive my car, there's no adjustments. So she just pops in and drives, and when I get back in to drive my own car, I just pop in and drive, so it's great. Yeah, Whale has to push the seat back from, like, other people because Whale is an extra tall glass of water. So Whale has the opposite problem when it comes to, like, average height people. Maybe I can squinch through there. What else do we have to work with here? Here's, like, the, you know, the edge. And I'm the lord of this edge. Just call me the edge lord. Actually, we might be able to squeeze through. I think we're okay. But they call me the edge lord. Find an abandoned S10. Can I ask an extremely newbie question? Ask what an S10 would imply. Like a situation 10 emergency. Someone getting stuck. Because I would not doubt it. This game looks pretty good. It is very good so far. Yeah, it's very good so far. We do have not raffles, but we do have the dare drop stuff we're working towards. Unfortunately, all of the dares that involve giveaway keys for this game were claimed like over a week ago. So unfortunately, there's going to be no opportunities for me to get giveaway keys for this game, but some games by the same publisher at least. Ages to imply that babies shouldn't be driving, Ogasso? Now, what I will acknowledge is that there are, of course, little people, and they obviously can drive. So I would imagine there are means to allow them to be able to drive, but probably not baby boosters.
That kind of thing.
As funny as that would be.
You'll need to jump in the
Babies for
crane and
driving.
move all those containers out of the way first. And then you'll need to check the road from the harbor base to the transit point and clear out any hazards. Once that's done,
all right.
you can plot a route for our vehicles.
I'm a big fan of plotting and scheming. Oh, that's a Game Fox raid. Oh my diddly goodness. Is there a raffle command? No, but there is a dares command. If you type !dares, you can see the dares we're working on. In fact, we're going to have another opportunity for one right now. Now, the dares command shows you all of my dare drop dares for which I've signed up, not just for this game, but the Roadcraft one should be near the top. So a Chevy truck is the S10. Oh, so it's like a Chevy driver who thinks he knows what's up, and then they don't know what's up. Also, Game Fox, thank you for that raid, my friend. Thank you. We're playing Roadcraft. Cool little simulator-y kind of, not really construction, but like emergency response kind of game. I don't really play this kind of thing very often. A little bit outside my usual wheelhouse, but we got a review key for this game through Dare Drop. I'm sure I've bent your ear about Dare Drop before. And actually, as luck would have it, we have a thing that tells us about the dares for which I've signed up. And we can see what thing awaits us. Because I think there was one that I just saw stack. Yeah, here we go. So for anyone curious, here's my Dare Drop profile. You can see the list of challenges known as dares for which we've signed up. Here's the Roadcraft ones. These 3 down here and the one up here. This one right here, stack 4 containers symmetrically. So if we knock this one out, we get a giveaway key for the Surge 2. I've never played the Surge 1 or 2, but I've heard good things about them. So, stack 4 containers symmetrically. How hard could that be? Surely we can handle that, right? Thank you, Game Fox, for that raid, though. And, as always, I love to ask if you have any clips, any fun things of yours you'd like to share with us. Thank you, Augusto. Shout out Game Fox. She's doing some art. That's exciting. Are you in a situation where you can share what the art looks like? Because I would love to see. I love to see fun art stuff that our friends are working on. So if you feel comfortable sharing, I'd love to see it. I get to move stuff. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Have a good night, Lewis. Yeah. All raffles are handled through the Discord. Yeah, thank you, Agalso. It is true. Yeah, we were using our scouting vehicle to find the location, and now we hopped into a crane, and we can go up and down the trolley. It's a good old time. Some good stuff. So yeah, even though I don't play this kind of game very often, I've never played other games by the same developer in the same kind of pseudo-series that this developer is known for. Saber Interactive is the developer for this game. They made Snow Runner and Mud Runner, and I think Spin Tires and Expeditions and a couple of other games. This game is like less detailed in its simulation, but it covers a lot more vehicles. So it's like a lot of vehicles with surface level simulation depth versus like one vehicle, and you have controls down to like the windshield wipers and the microfiber count of the cushions and the fogginess of the rear view mirror, like that kind of thing. Like this game is like much more surface level with the simulation, but it gives you a lot of stuff to do, and it's pretty cool. And I want to lower the and I'm gonna snag it. Look at that, like it just kind of magnetizes to the grabber, that kind of the grabby boys. It's pretty chill. Some derpy versions of chat, that sounds fun. Yeah, if you want to share, either clips of what you were doing recently on stream, or if you have like screenshots of your art, your beautiful art that I'm sure is going to be incredible, I'd love to see it. Let's stack the thingies symmetrically. We're going to be so mathematical in my precisions, I'm sure. So I'm guessing stacking symmetrically can be like just kind of place them 2 and 2, 2 by 2. Can I rotate? Yes. I'll do one of these. So it's like pretty good. And then slide on over. Nothing less than one. Oh, I wasn't paying. It's what happens. Don't operate heavy machinery while reading chat. Operating heavy machinery while reading chat, this is how it happens. All right, so to squeeze through there, I got to rotate the other way. And then we'll be cooking. Or we might just be good looking. All right, so good enough for me. It's good for the goose, is good for the gander. Boop. Love tap. Thankfully, there's no way to damage vehicles in this game, because otherwise, can you fucking imagine how ridiculous that shit could be? Nice and chaotic. That's the way I like to hear it. I love me some chaotic derpiness. Let's get it nice and good, like. Let's lower that down a smidge. And can I plonk it and then like still wrong button. Can I do a little plonk? A little plonk action, and then yeah, I can still rotate. What I want to do is place it pretty symmetrically. So after a certain point, there we go. Boop, boop. There we go. Grab another one. I think they said stack 4 of them, so that's what we're working on. Oh, it's in Discord. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. What a perfecto place to share such things. Because then I can just do one of these little dealios. The art channel. So which chatter is this? Can I ask which chatter this is? Because I don't recognize the profile picture, but I can say with confidence that you absolutely and confidently captured their likeness with no hesitation. So this is Rhyme's profile picture, but in like derpification mode. I love the tongue blep. I love the googly eyes going every which direction. Also, rabbits are my favorite animal. Fun fact. I love dogs. I love cats. I love all small, fuzzy little fellas, but bunnies are my fave. A little blue scarf is nice too. There we go. That's delightful. See, I'm used to when you want to talk about like weird drawings. Oh, that's a good one too. All right, listen, I'm a cultured, college-educated intellectual. I'm a sophisticated gentleman. Boobs. There it is. That's a funny. Yeah, that's the best one. Is that a? It's a bell. It's a bell between the some call them Robertsons because people call them Bobs, but Robert is like, you know, the enlightened version of Bob. So yeah, so Roberts, the Robertsons. Anyway, so we got a bell. Oh, because it's a kitty cat. Yeah. It's a kitty cat with the little piercings. Oh, I like the eye sparkles and the blep. Peachy, and they got some real Bahanaga news. Then what happens? Then another exchange student pops in who's got even bigger Bunghanga Gondalongados. Even bigger Dongdago's what was it in Ocarina of Time? Dodongo's Cavern. Dodongo's Cavern. Honestly, Red Whiskey, Red Eagle, I was thinking it was a cookie as well. And then it's like, I've heard of the boba challenge. Can you like stick a boba tea thing in between them and like sip from it? It's the cookie challenge. Can you stick a cookie down there and munch from there? See, oh, that's good. Oh, the little arms. Oh, the little arms. That's good. And that's the Game Fox. The little like little T-Rex arms make me very happy. The tongue. I like the different colored eyes. By the way, the swoosh, like the hair swoosh. It's a little bit older, but still, it's a lot of personality, and that's what truly matters. That is what truly matters. That's good. See, Game Fox, these are too good. All right, here's the problem. You were like, Game Fox like, oh, I'm making some dumb shit drawings. If you want to see some dumb shit drawings, you need to look no further than my own Discord server. Check the, oh, by the way, here's the giveaways. Don't forget the giveaways. Doing those giveaways a week from tomorrow, which is to say the 13th, June 13th, I think. Friday the 13th, lucky number. So you see this MS Paint Masterpieces channel. Here's where you go for some dumb shit, all right? If you want to see some dumb nonsense with stupid MS Paint nightmares, we got you covered. So if you ever want to see some stupid bullshit or nightmare fuel, there's literally over 400 of these fuckers in this channel. So the MS Paint Masterpieces channel, it's one of our channel redemptions, and yeah, there's some. I'm never ready for some of these, man. I'm just sometimes never ready, bro. Neil banging out the tunes. Was this April 13th? It was April 15th. I was a little bit late. It's pretty good, though. It's pretty good. 3-minute version of a... Ooh. All right. How's about this? How's about this? It is getting pretty late. How's about this? How's about this, Game Fox? If you're okay to stick around for a bit, I'm gonna finish the challenge we're on right now, the dare drop challenge thingy. And if you're still around, if you have to go to bed, it's totally fine. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the stackage completed, and then we'll jump to your redemption. And if not, I can just refund you the points. We can do it some other time. No worries. No worries whatsoever. So yeah, I don't wanna make sure I'm holding you up. You got other stuff you gotta do. I know it is getting kind of late. And by getting late, I mean it has reached the late o'clock. Now, surely I can get this one too, right? Surely I can snag all the fellers. Yeah, lower that shit down. Oh, I can't get all the fellas. I was all excited to get all the fellas. Unless, do you cycle the targets? You can not cycle the targets. Because that's the thing. I think it said I need to grab 4 thingies. I only see the 3 thingies. Want more thingies. I'm a thingy kind of enjoyer. I know I have to just clear the stuff. But what if I want to grab the stuff? What if I want to grab the things and be a little goofy boy, a little goofball? Maybe I could still reach one of the other ones elsewhere. Those do look very large, those yellow ones. Those do look very large. Let's slurp up the rope length. Slurp it. And then rotate. And then go back. I'm still going to try to stack them in a symmetrical pattern. Is it resource management? So it's kind of like emergency disaster relief, problem solving, and logistics management. So you're the owner, and I guess right now like the only employee or the only contractor at least at this emergency what'd I say? Emergency response company that right now is, I guess, based in North Africa. Oh wait, no, I think that's because we're still in the first mission technically, or the first day of the first mission. Oh, whoops! I'm pressing the wrong button. No wonder. Then how do I go further out? Oh, I can't go further out. Okay. Well, in that case, I will get the camera a little bit closer. Can I rotate at all anymore? So yeah, so you're like tasked with kind of responding to emergencies as they come up. Now, granted, this is the campaign. This is the campaign, so you know the emergencies are predetermined. But there is a sandbox mode, and there's multiplayer. There's co-op multiplayer, which is pretty cool. So, this is my first session with the game. I don't know how perfect this has to be, but I'm trying to like get it kind of good. I want to pretend I'm a gamer sometimes, you know. Sometimes I like to pretend that I know what I'm doing to make the illusion. We can do better. That's pretty good, I think. Good enough. I might refine things further as need be. Got that last one. But yeah, the campaign has you like responding to situations. Like the first mission, we had to repair and kind of reinforce a storm wall because there was a hurricane coming in, and there was no actual time limit. But the idea is like you're like gathering materials, you're scouting out areas, and acquiring what is necessary to respond to certain situations. Like this objective or the what's happening in this particular mission. It says right here, it says, so the storm has happened and the storm walls helped, but there's still a lot of damage. So we're trying to deal with certain situations, the aftermath. So we're clearing wreckage. We're trying to reestablish pathways for emergency vehicles, that kind of thing. But there's no actual time limit, so it's not like, oh god, we gotta go or else we're all gonna die. It's fun. And it's the same developer as SnowRunner and MudRunner, and I think Spin Tires and Expeditions. Other games by Saber Interactive, and those games are very, very detailed with their level of simulation. This game is more service level with the simulation, but it gives you a lot of toys to play with, a lot of vehicles, that kind of thing. Also, Saber Interactive, same developer as Space Marine 2, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. So impressive, like, spread of discipline. Like vehicle simulation games and fucking Warhammer badass action co-op game, which is a very good game. I like Warhammer a lot. Space Marine 2 a lot. A very good game. Don't break shit. Do not break the shit. I would rather not. Rather not break the shit if I can help it. As far as we can. Let's lower this thing down. Let's raise it up a smidge. Oh crap, wrong button. And then just kind of slide it. Just a little bit of slidage. I might not slide very convincingly. Yeah, it's not sliding convincingly. Gotta raise that thing up a little bit. And they said this thing to be stacked symmetrically. They were not trivializing what it would potentially entail. That's good enough, right? That's symmetrical, right? Yeah, sure. Alright, so the problem, though, is we need one more. I don't suppose I can snag one of these boys, can I? Can I snag one of these boys? Hello, I would like one of the boys. Are they back in town? Oop, camera. Probably can't reach that far for one thing. I cannot reach that far, yeah. I don't know if this track... Actually, the track goes pretty far. But if I had to guess, I probably can't get any of those guys. Oh, can I grip my own truck and I yoink that thing around? I probably could. Let's, Oh, am I stupid? Cycle target. There we go. It was a delay. I was like, why is it taking so long? That one's kind of blocking the track a little bit. Oh, I can get I can get a little barrel. That's cute. Yeah, so unfortunately, there might not be anything else here, at least for the time being. Maybe there'll be more opportunities later, but like, damn, I went through all that work. I was kind of hoping they would, like, open up with more possibilities. Maybe we can, like, grab something and move it closer. Additional support to the transit point. Already tracking that one. Out of curiosity, what do we have here? Good old rusty cargo. Friends call him, acquaintances call him Russell, but friends call him old rusty cargo. Excuse me, a fucking piano that is open in the pouring rain? Bro, all right, listen, I'm not a pianist, but I know enough about stringed instruments to know that wooden stringed instruments to know that is yeah, that thing is fucking ruined. I don't think there's rescuing that thing. I think it is dead. So that's unfortunate. I like how the chair is placed around it, implying that somebody was, oh my god, implying that somebody was putting on an impromptu recital. Is that a Steinway? If it's a Steinway, I'm gonna be fucking brokenhearted, man. If it's a Steinway, I might just cry. All right, so yeah, I see no platforms or containers, rather, cargo containers to grab here. So let's just, I guess, scout out the transit point. Additional support. You just got to reach the location and then figure it out. Okay, so let's go back to our little guy. Let's go scout out the next spot. Little scouting vehicle. And look at that. No, look, Ma, no all-wheel drive anymore. It is pretty involved, but yeah, that's the thing. The fact that it is not quite as crazy bananas detailed as SnowRunner and MudRunner, these other like crazy hardcore simulator games. It's actually kind of refreshing, where I'm given just enough depth and enough control to do like some cool shit, but not so much where it's like, oh dear God, is it F, W, 7, left shift, Alt to activate the left windshield wiper, or is it tilde F9 scroll lock mouse 7 spacebar toilet flush to start the vehicle? Like, oh god, all the shortcuts, all the fucking tomfoolery and detail required. So this game, it's like there's a couple buttons, that's pretty much all you need. Moving sand around, so now we get to actually build, or dare say, craft some roads. Impassable for convoys. We got that dumpy, though. Repair the damaged sections. You got it, bro. We gotta craft a road before we end for the night. I'm gonna get this guy, schmoove out of the way. Just move on over. Does he already have sand? No, but he's gonna get some sand because there's some right there. Pour sand to fix the damaged roads. Just kidding, I already have an ass full of sand. Alright. Tipper control. That was Al Gore's ex-wife's maiden name. Tipper control. She, of course, took Al Gore's surname when they married. Tipper Gore. But yeah, Tipper Control was her maiden name. Yeah, she was bullied mercilessly in high school. I'm just kidding, I don't know. But did they get divorced? I assume they did. I assume they got divorced. Wasn't there like a whole thing where he like cheated on her or some shit? I don't know, maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've managed. Alright, also, I need to back that thing up. First we road, and then we craft. That's right, baby, that's right. Yeah, I thought there was like a scandal of sorts, where there was like some extramarital activities. And they've been together for a long time. it was her. No, I think it was Al. I think Al is the one who was cheating, and thereby causing climate change. Pretty inconvenient, if you ask me. Aren't you thinking of Bill Clinton? Wait. Bill Clinton had extramarital affairs, Ogasso? Alex living under a rock for the past, like, 40 years. Yeah, I could be having my intel wrong. I'm sure it's, you know, one quick Wikipedia search could correct or challenge my knowledge. All right, now, to be clear, I'm just, like, dumping it here, right? I get, like, yeah, like this, like, fucked up spot right here. There's a fucked up spot here and a fucked up spot there. Yeah. So I'm gonna like... well, let's not like go too much. Open? Oh. When they said open, I thought it meant like open like little flap. I've only been alive for 36 years. That's right. Well, I mean, I was a kid when that shit happened. He said he did, though. It's good enough for me, man. It's good enough for me. All right, let's back up a bit more. Open her up. Maybe it'll just kind of flop out and... Oh, too much. Oh, Jesus. All according to plan. All of it all at once. Perfect. Nailed it. I'm gonna dump while... Oh, while move to spread it. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, if I could get one of those big boys... The guy with the claw? Not the claw, but... Actually... the other rusty thing. The vehicle step. We don't have him right now. Oh, different... Oh. Quarries. So you can see where I can get more sand. Dump all that dirt. I know, I was like, I'll just do a little bit then. Ah! The road is fixed. My job is done. My job is done. Ah, rusty dump truck. Who could forget old Rusty Dumpy? Yeah, so we need to refill. Yeah. And they say, yeah, go to vehicles and then go look at the sand quarries. And there's a sand quarry right there. Which we didn't necessarily need to say, like, yes, there's a sand quarry. It's right there. I was hoping there'd be a way to smooth it over. But there are no such vehicles for smoothing that I can see, at least. Cargo guy, the medic guy. Yeah, we need the thing with the little, whatever it's called, the hitch, not the hitch, the fucking, I don't know, the scoop, the thing with the scoop to spread it around. The scoopy, the old scoopy doopy. Have a good night, Game Fox. Yeah, like I said, I'll refund your channel points and we'll get you on a future occasion. Yeah, the dozer. Check your garage. I have a garage. I thought I just had your vehicles. Maybe there's something else. Infrastructure. Roads, electricity. Yeah, it would be nice if I had access to one. Blue box at the port. Harbor base. The port. Blue box at the port. Well, I could just drive over there. Yeah, let's drive over this. Let's see what's up. Maybe there's a little something for me. There's also the harbor base. Is that what you mean? Oh, okay. Okay, let's go there then. Yeah. Good enough for me. First, let's actually, I'm gonna leave this exactly put. Oh. Refill sand. G. Ain't it nothing but a G thing? All right. I mean, it just rains down from the heavens. That's delightful. I mean, maybe I don't have to. That just doesn't seem right. This seems like the kind of thing we have to fix. God gives you sand. The sand god has delivered. Oh. There, we're good. We're good. Bringing her back around. Bringing her back around. Let me go this way. All right. Actually, I should probably keep with all-terrain mode. All-terrain mode. Not all-range mode. So, that would be this thing, I do believe. Delicious sand. Guardian of the delicious sand. That's right. Woo! That was a very sudden, a very sharp turn I was not expecting. Poseidon quivers in his dryness. I don't think the tutorial has told us about a garage yet, but if we have one, I will not complain. we gotta go around. Poseidon quivers. Now, it depends on what kind of quivering. Y'all remember Hey Arnold, where Helga was like, "Oh, Arnold, my girlhood trembles." Or no, my girlhood quivers. Like, oh, your girlhood is quivering. Okay, then. I mean, TMI, but good for you, lady. It depends on what kind of quivering he's doing. Let's go around. I thought maybe there was a way from that first direction. I could just fucking ramp that shit. Look at what we have. Was it? Oh, maybe it was trembling. Still though. I was also too young. Yeah, that's one of those where as a kid I had no idea, but as an adult I go, now wait a goddamn second. Open the garage. Ooh, it's where your fleet stuff is stored. The rusty guys cannot be sold. As if I would ever part with our beautiful rusty crew. Very nice, very nice. So now, I'm a little bit surprised the tutorial hasn't told me, like, hey bro, you need to, like, deal with the sand you just dumped everywhere, you idiot. So, we're taking old Cronenwork. Construct a drivable stretch of road from piles of sand. Creator mode, sand flat. That's exactly what I want to do. Maybe if we would have dropped another blob, the tutorial would have said, oh, okay, this has gone on far enough. Go back to your garage, you idiot. Thunk. Whoa, that was a lot faster. A lot harder of a collision than I thought it would be. Get back to that same exact spotterino. Woo, okay, this is going a lot faster than I thought it would. I'm not used to driving this thing on flat terrain. I'm used to having it be slow and steady, winning the race. Woo, woo. What's up, Todd? He says, why is this the kind of shit that comes up in conversation every time I'm here? And also, we're playing a wildly different game than the last time Todd was here, so we tend to bounce around a lot. Literally, in this case, I'm bouncing off of every goddamn structure because I'm not used to driving this vehicle on flat terrain, like paved pavement. Who put those by? No, it's so rude, man. So rude. Inconsiderate, if you ask me. Yeah, we were all too young for those moments. We were too innocent. And we're going... Yeah. Go back around. Bring her back around. Don't drive over the curb, Alex. But it's an all-terrain dozer. Cronenberg. Whatever its thing is called. Editor's note. It is not an all-terrain vehicle. It is a specific terrain vehicle. Who put this truck in the way? Take that guy's keys, yeah. Yeah, take the certifications away. Why are you randomly... Bro. My dude. My brother in Christ. Do I need to go back? Alright, I'm taking over. I'm taking the keys. Randomly just started backing up on his own. Motherfucker just having a mind of his own, apparently. Do the wiggles. Do the wiggles. Alright, parking you there. And I'm putting on the handbrake this time. Could have sworn I did it last time, but clearly I didn't. Alright, so time to flatten that sand. Sand flattening. Alright, sand, get ready to get flattened, idiot. Yeah, flatten the sand. Yeah. Alright, so we got about half. Can I flatten more sand? There's this pronounced lump. Yeah, flatten. Yeah, get flattened. Like, it's like molding, it's like crafting, if you will, the road in front of us. Alright, so now... Yeah, this is exactly how I expected this thing to go. Where... you pour it out, you pour one out for the homies, and then you do the other thing. You fucking dump more. Whereas the game is like, yeah, just refill, bro, it's great. And I'm over here like, I don't know if this is great at all. Oh, backing up the wrong way. Backing her up, boss. That's good to know. Yes. So thank you, Ready to Go. Yeah. So if you flatten it out better, more gooder, then the roads will be nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. All right. So I might attempt the Red Eagle strat, where, let's see, I would go back. Yes, I back up more. Oh, okay, maybe that's as much as I back up. Uh-oh, I might be in trouble. Now, my truck does have a winch. No, we're good, we're good. All right, we're not good. I know what to do. Don't want no one panic. Here, just the thing. And by just the thing, I mean it's way over here. This does have a winch. Actually, does the dozer have a winch? That'd be sick. And I even might be better at it. No. No, I do not. I might just get the other one. Can I make it? Yeah. Because you probably saw what I was thinking, where I was like, okay, yeah, if I pull up, raise it up, and then move forward as I'm dumping, it might spread the sand out better. That's what I'm thinking of doing, but I got myself stirk. Drives up the road, yeah. I was attempting a strategy far above my pay grade. Because in my mind, I was like, all right, I need to pull forward a bit, and then I can like start dumping the sand and pull forward as I'm dumping. But I overestimated my ability to do step 1. You dump while backing? Oh, okay. To be honest, I wasn't sure it would work that way, but that does make sense. Let's try that instead. But first I gotta fucking rescue my guy. My guy's stuck. Now hopefully my rinky-dink little guy here can wench him out. Pulling forward while you dump it. I'll nodders to that. I'll nodders, yeah. Yeah, that's nodders worthy. Look at this fucking jack-off stuck back there. Look, what a this fucking chump. This is a day 1 rookie move right here. Alright, rookie. I'll bail your ass out. Alright. Just kidding. I need to detach. And then pull back. That's the thing. My guy's like kind of baby mode. Full terrain. Better maybe? That guy needs to be pulling forward at the same time. Is that a thing I can automate? Probably not. Towing. On? Am I towing? Oh my god, I'm gaming. Oh my god, that's exactly it. Oh fuck. Alright, towing off. And then, no more. Alright. That answered my question. Let's give a little love tap. I love that phrase. A little love tap. Just a little smooch. Just a little smoochy. Alright, here we go. So, I'm not gonna repeat the sins of my past. Open. Oh, okay, too much. Alright. I keep expecting it'll be like a little bit, and then it's not a little, then it's a lot. That's okay. Because we know the smoothening, much like my brain, the great smoothening will do the trick. And then, the sand! Handbrake. Yeah, the towing button. It was that simple. I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have to like do some shit. And no, you don't have to do shit actually. Kinda great. Thank you, Red Eagle, for the heads up. Yeah, you just gotta commit. In my mind, it's gonna dump a little bit slower. In my mind, I'm like, I'll have a bit of a chance to kind of like prepare myself. But no, you just gotta fucking go in, dude. Gotta go all in. I'm gonna go a little slower with this stuff. Go a little slower. I'm worried I'm like popping off too hard. Too hard and too fast. And I'm not actually touching the 1 and 2 buttons. It's automatically going up and going down, which is good. But it might be frustrating to viewers where it's like you might seem like I'm micromanaging, but I'm actually not. Let me see if I can straighten out a little bit, because we're going off into a bit of a corner here. Corner case. spread it. Spread it real good. Yeah. Delicious. IRL, it does come out that fast? I don't know why I thought it would be a little bit slower and steady. It goes to show my fucking, like, sheltered, white-collar job ass. Like, you know, the less I know about the real world, how the real world works. Think that's enough? Maybe I should do a little bit more. Actually, the reality is I probably should wrap it up. It is getting pretty late. But this game does autosave, so I'm not worried. We can pick it back up. We can pick her back up. Oh, IRL, it is more slow. Okay. Yeah. That makes more sense. Yeah. Like, that might be enough, but I feel like one more pile would do the trick. But dude, I really do want to keep playing this. This is a lot of fun. Pretty sure the game is autosaving, like, super often. So if I say return to hub, I think it's autosaving, so I think I'm all right. Yeah. No, this game is dangerous because it's like it's a slow game, and it might be kind of boring for viewers. Like, this might be kind of a snooze fest for some viewers, but it's very slow, but it's rewarding. Planning out your moves and executing said moves. And you know what? It just occurred to me. This game reminds me of Teardown. Now, Teardown, it's all about demolition, obviously. And it is voxel-based, and it's a little bit more cartoony, but still pretty physics-based. And that game, I forgot, also developed by Saber Interactive. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? We're only 6% through, so we got plenty to go. Plenty to go for sure. But yeah, like that sense of, all right, jump to this vehicle, now do this, now, like that sense of planning out your moves and trying to accomplish tasks. It's a very satisfying feeling. Now, granted, I'm still in tutorial mode, so not quite the same level of mapping out your strategies, but still, I'm sure once we're done with the tutorials, the game will say, all right, do shit. You're off on your own, bro. Good luck. Don't suck. But it's a fun game. Fun game. Yo, what's going on, Atheus? Good to see you, bud. Or Atheus? But no, it is a fun game. I definitely recommend it. Definitely a good game. And I should be able to stream it at least once more in the next probably a week or so. So probably sometime next week, I'll carve out some time to stream this a little bit more. I've got a pretty full schedule for the next couple days, which actually entails me probably not streaming Friday or Saturday. I've actually, I kind of forgot about this until a couple days ago. I've actually streamed for like several days in a row without any skip days, which has been cool. But tomorrow I have tabletop games. I'm in a Cyberpunk Red campaign. So, you all know Dungeons and Dragons, right? You know, that kind of thing. So it's Dungeons and Dragons, but Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk Red is like a tabletop version of Cyberpunk. You've all heard of the game. You've seen the anime. So it takes place in that world, but it's tabletop version. So I got a Cyberpunk Red campaign session Friday, tomorrow after work, and I might not be home till kind of late. And then Saturday we're hosting some friends at our place, and that might also go kind of late. So there's a very real chance I probably won't stream tomorrow or Saturday, but Sunday we should be back with more co-op games. So co-op games would probably entail, probably the fucky ass game that Alias showed me. Oh god, what was that goofy ass game that Alias showed me where I was like, oh my god, we have to play this. It's a demo. It's just a demo. Soul Chained. This game looks so fucking stupid. I can't wait to play it. So we'll have hopefully a 4-player group for Soul Chained and maybe some modded Noita. Noita is one of my favorite roguelikes, and there's a cool mod for called Entangled Worlds that is like true co-op. So yeah, we'll be playing hopefully this Soul Chain game and hopefully some Noita co-op on Sunday, and if there's time afterwards, I might do more Roadcraft on Sunday. We'll kind of see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah, it's hard to find. It's hard to find a stopping point. Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, Teardown. It's a good game. Teardown is good. Teardown is good. Yeah, if you like Roadcraft and you like that satisfaction of like mapping out how you want to accomplish certain jobs and solve certain puzzles. Dude, Teardown's good. It's a very good game, and it's very satisfying mapping out your moves and trying to plan out how you want to accomplish certain tasks with a pretty wide amount of freedom, and it's challenging, but it's very, very good game. There's always Kenshi. Is it? Is it indie? I should. Maybe I said indie. No, it's not an indie game. Cyberpunk Red is. I guess like I don't know. I guess I don't know what company publishes it, but it is like an honest to goodness Cyberpunk IP published product. Tabletop system that is. I don't know. Not sure what system. What edition we're playing? 4th edition? 3rd edition? I don't know. Whatever the newest is. Cyberpunk Red is the name of the tabletop system. It's very good. Matthias, cool. I appreciate you popping in, bud. Appreciate you. Says, consider nuclears. Nuclears is what it's called. Nuclears. Might not be your style, but it might be kind of fun to struggle through it. Let's take a quick look. Nuclear ES? ES. Nuclears. Yeah, I've never heard of it before. It is... Oh, I think I can kind of see what it's about, though. Oh, God. I would struggle. I would struggle. I would flounder. I would shit. I would piss. I would puke. I would ejaculate. Every bodily function would happen in response to this game. But, interesting. Interesting, yeah. I'll pop it on my radar. I'll make no guarantees. I'm always down for game suggestions, but I'll make no guarantees. Yeah, nuclear power plant. That's power plant, rather. There you go. My roles suck in tabletop? Same, honestly. Yeah, here's my problem with tabletop games, is that I enjoy them, and 99% of the time, if I'm in a tabletop session, it's with people that have been tabletop gaming for like 30 to 40 years. I've been doing tabletop gaming kind of on and off since college, and I'm 36, so we're talking like 15 years, which is pretty good. But then you sit in with people who have played the same system, or have had like, maybe not the same system, but played a wide diversity of systems over like 30, 40 years. And sometimes that includes like 20 years of D&D 3.5 edition or Pathfinder, you know, like some really crunchy systems. So I average when it comes to like strategizing in tabletop, and I'm fucking terrible at role playing. I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge, but I'm bad at it. And I'm surrounded by people with extremely creative characters and very smart and efficient builds for their characters and a clear idea of what they're building towards, and they know what's up and they've got their character figured out, and it's great. And I'm over here and I'm a fucking squishy baby fresh from the womb. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So I enjoy it a lot, but yeah, I'm anything but an experienced player. I do have fun, though. I do have a lot of fun. And it's a good group I'm playing with, and they do a good job of, like, helping to carry my ass, let's be real. So it's a fun time, and it's a very good group. Honestly, the game is fun, but I just like hanging out with these guys. It's a good group. Elgaso knows Adam. He was the DM for our, was it Shadowrun, I think? Yeah, Shadowrun game. And all the Pathfinder games I would stream back in the day. So he runs his games really good. It's best when 3 of the 4 players don't drop off the planet. Well, 2 of the 4 players don't drop off the planet, which is how it goes. But it is fun, though. It is fun, though. A guy whose hook is in... Wait, no. I thought you meant his hook was that he had... No. I misunderstood. I thought you said he has a hook stuck in his ass. Just play a guy who has a hook stuck in his ass, Alex. And I was like, excuse me? No. His hook is that he is an ass, or he has a great ass, and his name is Bobby Cheeks. Bobby Cheeks. There you go. Whenever something happens, just stick your ass out. That's all you need, man. That's the whole hook. All points in charisma and constitution, obviously. Play a character that is like me. Well, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. The problem is I'm kind of a boring, like, play it safe kind of guy. And, fortune favors the bold when it comes to tabletop, especially Cyberpunk. You gotta be bold in that game. I would not do well in the Cyberpunk world. That's what playing this game has taught me. I'm too sensitive. I'm too pampered. It's too cruel of a world. I'm too dainty. Yeah, Soul Chain, it's gonna be fun. Only the demo's available right now, but yeah, I'm hoping we can get a 4-stack for that game on Sunday, so that does sound fun. And thank you for the kind words, by the way, Red Eagle. I appreciate the nice words, bud. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Appreciate Red Eagle, and there's a couple of other experienced folks that popped in. Tio popped in a little bit earlier. A couple folks like supplying me with like some cool kind of behind the scenes knowledge of how these vehicles work, and some some trade lingo, and now I can like pretend like I know these things. I can pretend like I can run with the big dogs, man. Appreciate folks hanging out. This was fun. And yeah, we'll play it again for sure. We'll stream this game again for sure in the future. The Dare Drop campaign goes for another 2 weeks, so I think I should have sometime either later this weekend or maybe sometime next week, we can squeeze in another session of this game for sure. Is there anybody else streaming this game? I'd be kind of curious. There's a few other stream people that are streaming right now that are potential raid targets, but I'm going to see if there's anybody in this category that I could raid into potentially. We're all sensitive. I know I am. Just find a facet of your own personality to spin off into a character. But I need a story explanation. Yeah. In all fairness, yeah, there probably is more I could do to like soul search and say, what am I familiar with? And how can I craft a character from that? That's a fair point. I'm sure there is a way to do so. Surprise, surprise, not a lot of English speakers in this category. We'll just raid from our follow list. We'll just pick a raid target from our follow list. That's fine. Yeah. Now, in all fairness, and what I will say about the tabletop games is that, in my defense, I think the main character I have in our Cyberpunk Red campaign probably is my most creative to date. He is a media character. If you've played Cyberpunk Red, you may or may not be aware of the media character archetype, which is to say, a dude whose whole thing is like being like an independent journalist who reports on events, and as they level up, they gain media influence and can skew stories towards or away certain factions and that kind of thing. So, you know, a job gets messy, the cops get called on us. My guy can like use his influences to like maybe spin the story in a manner that puts the blame on someone else, that kind of thing. And at first, the idea with the character was that he was like a dude who felt underappreciated at his job, tried to go off on his own as an independent journalist, and he fell on hard times, so now he has to like do, I think they called them scream sheets, which is basically like fucking like people live streaming murders, basically like live streaming like horrible fucking car crashes and just gory shit. So my dude's like a fucked up live streamer basically, who like live streams the most grotesque of fuckery, and myself and a few other of our players in the game have crafted this persona where like he kind of gets off on like when the melee guy in our group fucking brains a motherfucker with his baseball bat. It's like, yeah, do that again, but zoom in. Like our guy's like really into it. So we're crafting this dude. He's like, it's like, all right, the combat's done. Alex, your character kind of goes off and deals with this erection that he has right now, and everyone else loot the corpses, do what you want to do. So that has been kind of fun, but it's not me on my own coming up with it. It's kind of, we as a group have kind of determined it's way more fun and fucked up and entertaining and kind of appropriate for Cyberpunk if, yeah, this dude has like a weird, like fucking masochistic side that flag flies very prominently during our sessions. So it's kind of fun to lean into that. Anyway, guys, no, it's fucking 2:30. I gotta wrap it up, man. It's getting too late. I could fucking talk all night. As I've been known to do. Raid target, who are we raiding? Who are we raiding into? Haza's doing some Dwarf Fortress. Oh shit, Miss Galini's live. Let's raid Miss Galini. I haven't raided her in a long time. She's doing some Elder Scrolls Online, which is really similar to Roadcraft if you really think about it. It's pretty much the same game. I mean, you know, it boils down to ones and zeros. It's just software. It's all the same anyway. We'll raid Miss Galini. She is a friend of April Llama and CD and a couple of our other streamer buddies. She's raided me a bunch. She's always nice. She plays a nice variety of games. She's doing some ESO right now. Oh my god, she's been live for almost 12 hours. Well, that means we definitely got to raid into her so we can encourage this degenerate late night debauchery, just the way I like it. Here's my socials page. We're doing some giveaways, not this Friday, but next Friday. So a week from tomorrow, which is to say June 13th, Friday the 13th. Lucky day. Lucky day for us all. We'll have 2 Steam keys for Drop Duchy that we're giving away. Cool Tetris-inspired strategy game we played last night. And then 1 Steam key for... what's the name of that game? Infernax, which I've never played, but I've heard very good things about. So we'll be doing those giveaways, not this Friday, but next Friday. All the giveaways are done through my Discord server. The giveaways are open for participation. It's in raffle format, and the giveaways are open for participation. You just go to my Discord server, check the giveaways threads, giveaway channels. Super easy. Instructions are right there. You can't miss it. It's nice and easy. Otherwise, it has my social media, fucking Blue Sky and Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. I do multi-stream to TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and all these other places, but Twitch, of course, is the main place. So if I'm forced to recommend one place to follow me, I would say follow me there. But honestly, I'm happy to have folks watching in any capacity, so I'm not one to judge, not one to be picky. And that will do it, my friends. I'll see you guys around. Let's raid into Miss Galini. She's doing a big old 12-hour stream at least of ESO. Let's encourage her in the best way we know how by rating and being very positive and being silly. That's what's up. Thank you, Abel, for the kind words, bud. I appreciate you hanging out with us, buddy. Like I said, it was nice getting a raid into you the other day. Yeah, because your stream is super chill. I could tell immediately. I was like, oh yeah, I can vibe with this guy. He's super cool. I'll see you guys around. Everyone have a great night. I'll see you over in Miss Galita's chat. And like I said, probably no stream tomorrow, probably no stream Saturday. If that changes, I'll make sure to post in the Discord server. We have the weekly schedule channel where all schedule updates go. So if there's any changes, I'll make sure to mention it there. But we'll plan on next time live. We'll be on Sunday. The next time you see me live will be Sunday. That is the plan. So anyway, I'll see you guys. Everyone have a great night. Let's go hang out with Miss Galini. ESO good times. I'll see you there.